A Grand Duke dead. After the party got the chance to learn more about who was hunting Abdel, as well as getting some shopping done, they went to the Returning Day Festival. During the festival, chaos erupted, with Abdel Adrian's Bhaalspawn half-brother Viekang showing up alongside assassins with the goal of killing Abdel. Acquisitions Incorporated attempted to end the battle with both Bhaalspawn alive, but a twist of Thias' weapon killed Viekang in a major blow. Abdel turned into his Slayer form with Viekang's death, forcing the party to kill him in order to protect the city of Baldur's Gate. It has been a day since these events, and the city mourns the loss of one of its greatest heroes, even as the nobility must decide who will take his place. All this and more in Acquisitions Incorporated Session 14, Murder in Baldur's Gate, Power Vacuum.
So
Yeah.
there's dead people.
Yeah. So it's, let me first give out some inspiration. I'm gonna go ahead and give Thiasen and Mouser inspiration.
Wow, he gets inspiration for killing the guy. It's crazy.
I'm inspired to do better.
The only thing I'm good at.
Yeah.
And drinking.
It's another rainy day, like it ended last time, as you all are walking in a slow procession. A carriage taking the remains of Abdel's body towards High Hall. It feels like the entire city of Baldur's Gate, along with people from other cities, have shown up for the gloomy occasion. As you're kind of going through the crowd, it starts in the lower city and starts to make its way through into the upper city to High Hall. And you can tell that there are people in the crowd. There's a little bit of dissension between the Flaming Fists and the people, as the Flaming Fists kind of try to stop people from approaching the carriage that holds Abdel, as you might overhear some people yelling, "He should be interred in the outer city. He is one of us." And so there's a little bit of disagreement as to how Abdel, where he should be put to rest. Nearest to the carriage, though, is a woman who appears to be in her 20s, along with Elminster alongside. And I have tokens for them, so I will toss them out for y'all. Here's Elminster, and here's that woman. And you're not that far from the front of the procession yourselves, as you've been dubbed the Heroes of the Wide since the event of yesterday. Near the rear, though, is an elf with long bluish silver hair in a sort of robe. And Mouser, if you'd like, you can give me a history check.
Alrighty. What's history under?
It is
Intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah.
19.
Okay. You recognize this man. It's your family's killer. It's Trarik.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
So, it's the man himself. Eventually, you all will reach High Hall, where they kind of begin the processing of interring Abdel's, along with the other nobles and lords that are in this place, kind of laying him to rest where the nobles tend to get laid to rest within Baldur's Gate. And I do have a picture of High Hall for y'all that you can kind of use as a reference. And this is the crowd from the procession kind of starts to group up together more, allowing those who were in the back to be able to converse with those in the front and discuss the life of the hero who's now dead. So this is kind of your opportunity to talk to anybody that you would like to that is at the funeral.
Funeral feels like kind of a bad place to talk about things that aren't about the person that's dead.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously y'all know Elminster. You don't know who this is. Don't know who, well, you, Mouser knows who that is. There's a few others that are there as well.
I'll go a reasonable distance from Elminster and give him a, like, what's up, bro, head tilt.
He kind of solemnly nods towards you in response, knowing that this is a somber occasion and, like, understands that why you're not fully approaching.
Yeah, that's why.
He just thinks you're being respectful.
Why would I ever be respectful?
I mean, this is the man who gave you some information about who you are before dying.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
You almost died.
So in that case, if nobody is going to directly talk to anyone who's here, we will kind of.
I wanna like stake out who's that woman.
Who's the woman?
Who's that woman?
So Elminster and the woman are actually in quiet conversation themselves about some of what's going on, and so I mean, if you'd like, you can kind of.
Can I like get her vibe?
You want a vibe
Like,
check?
Is she like apprentice or lover?
Would you like to do a vibe check?
Yeah.
All right. So give me an insight check.
11.
You can tell that. Are you trying to get her relationship to Elminster or to Abdel?
Elminster.
What you kind of get is almost like Elminster was a fatherly figure to her. Is what you're kind of getting. If you want, you can also do a, like, I guess perception check might be the best to kind of overhear the conversation.
Sure. Natural 20 plus 1, baby.
Okay, so then you absolutely overhear what's going on. I'm kind of putting you closer just because you're interacting.
Give me your secrets.
And you overhear that Elminster go, I'm sorry for the loss of your brother.
Oh.
I know that you were no longer as close.
Wait. That means she's also the bad spawn. What?
I draw my
I
pistol.
scream internally.
No.
I scream internally.
Go
on.
So he she's like, yeah, you understand why I no longer come to Baldur's Gate, but I had to for this occasion. Do we know anybody who knew him before he? Yes, I had some friend. Well, friend would be a strong word, I guess. For me, I consider her a friend, but I did have somebody check in on him before he passed. But I cannot speak towards the conversation they had and how that went, as I had not gotten a chance to see Abdel before things went sour.
Who in the party is closest to me right now?
I'll let y'all decide. If you want to be near her, feel free to speak up.
It's just a matter of who am I poking to tell them that the other Bhaalspawn is here.
I'm 100% focused on Treric.
Okay, so you're a little
That
distracted.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Me.
Hi. Just start like slapping. Like I'm not looking at him, but I'm slapping behind me because I know he's there.
What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck do you want?
Hey, you see that woman?
Yeah.
She's the other one.
The other
She's
what?
The other Bhaalspawn. You know how he was like, I have a sister, but I don't know where she is.
How do you know?
Cause I heard them talking. Cause she's talking to Elminster, and I was just a nosy little bitch.
How Thias is gonna look around to.
But don't see me.
I'm not saying anything. Gonna look around, checking for like threat level. Threat's not the right word. Just see if anything looks unusual and like noteworthy of someone to be aware of before trying to approach them.
Vibe check.
Okay, so you're like,
That was a very fancy vibe check.
yeah, it's a very fancy vibe check. So let me I want to clarify. So you're just trying to see,
If
not a
anyone
threat.
looks suspicious, basically.
Yeah. So you're threat assessing.
Check.
Okay, he's pulling a Mac. He's
Roll
threat
for,
assessing.
roll
Yeah.
for sus.
Yeah. Give me. Yeah.
Insight, as in. Yeah.
Yeah. Insight. Yeah.
18.
It seems like this is a case where everybody kind of respects Abdel enough that nothing should go down, from what you're sensing. And there's enough Flaming Fist guards here on top of that and the Watch to kind of keep anybody that would start something from being successful.
Okay. I turned to Marlowe. Did we talk to them?
Are you the decisionist?
She's like, you decide. You're in charge of decisions.
Alright, let's go.
Should we tell the others? I don't know. Mouser seems very like I don't know if he's into that one guy over there, but he won't stop looking at him.
You guys are trying to be discreet, whereas I'm both eyes like bulging out of my head, staring directly at this man.
If that's
Yeah.
the case, I don't want to get in between them, you know.
Because that's
I don't want to draw attention with a big crowd.
It's true. I mean, well, it makes sense for me to go up to Elminster and be like, "Hi." I don't know why you would be there.
I've spoken with Elminster before.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess if y'all are, is that the final decision y'all are kind of approaching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dongo isn't. Dongo is on watch duty.
Dongo, okay. Dongo hanging out with the others.
Yeah.
What he means is he's trying to steal people's watches.
He's not the thief of the party. That's an ABL.
Yeah.
He tried last time. He was a pretty bad job of doing
He's a
it.
good
He
distraction.
exploded.
Yeah, so Elminster kind of solemnly nods at y'all as he sees y'all approaching and goes, "Ah, yes, Marlowe, Thias, this is Emmeline. So I can now
Pleasure.
put
I
her
would
name
say
in.
it's a pleasure to see you. I mean, not that it's not a pleasure, it is a pleasure, but I mean, the situation isn't pleasurable. I don't know where my sentence is going, but you know what I mean.
But it's just like puts his hand in front of Marlowe's mouth to get him to stop talking.
It's okay. Yes, we are in a very upsetting situation, of course, with everything that has happened. Oh, and you nat 20'd that perception, didn't you? Earlier.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did.
So something else you noticed then is her teeth especially now that you're closer and can actually like converse with her. She has a little bit of like you can see the like hints of sharpened fangs that have been kind of like doled out.
Vampire alert.
Alright, that's cool. I love that.
Like they're almost like it's almost like she's like tried to like file them.
File them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can respect that.
And she's like, yes, I was his sister.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, not that that didn't come out right. I'm not sorry that I'm gonna stop talking now.
She kind of just like puts a hand up, like knowing that you're like this is just a confusing situation. And she's
Thias is kind of like side-eyeing Marlo, like, are you good?
Don't know. I don't know anymore.
she's like, well, if you are the people that Elminster trusted my brother in the hands of, I thank you for your efforts in protecting him, even if this is how it ended. I haven't seen him in a good century or two. In a good century. We separated after some events back in our adventuring days.
Marlo is trying so hard to keep her mouth shut.
And what about your other brother, Viekang?
I did not know him as well. I mean, I've met him once, and we thought he wasn't a danger at the time, so because we tried not to. Abdel and I did not consider the whole Bhaalspawn situation of it all. We preferred not to kill if we didn't have to, our own siblings.
Yeah. Similarly, Abdel told us not to worry about Viekang before he was attacked by him.
I think he was just hoping for the best of the situation to occur, and unfortunately,
it wasn't the best.
Yeah. He tended to believe in the people, and he wanted to believe in the best of people, which is...
The best of people? Well, the worst of people are probably halfway there to ending the world because of this.
Alright. You're coming on a little strong there, buddy.
They have the blood of 2 of the 3 people that they need.
Are you just saying all this?
Yes.
Marlo puts her mouth over Thias. Or not mouth.
Are you saying this at the level that... Now, I need to clarify. Are you saying this at the level that you are saying this right now?
I'm not shouting it, but I'm not whispering it either.
You get a few raised eyebrows at that from like the crowds that are here, but not everybody hears it, obviously, because like you said, you're not shouting it. But enough people that are like people that wouldn't be in your conversation are hearing it and are like,
No one cares about your hypothetical science experiments, Thias.
And now, in a whisper, to Elminster, what are we gonna do?
Well, right now, the biggest situation in Baldur's Gate will be the power vacuum that this has created. But of course, we should keep our eyes out on him. And he nods over to Trarik and the crowd.
There's no power vacuum. I called dibs, actually, so...
Didn't Abdel had that, buddy? Won't he just take over?
Wait, so did Elminster just
He pointed out Trarik. Yeah, yep.
And now we realize that's the guy Mouser was staring at.
Nothing to him. What? No, he's probably not.
Thias pulls out one of his knives.
Let me see here.
Oh.
Emlyn eyes you as you do. Are you being stealthy about it, or are you just...
I pull it out and kind of like hold it by my side.
Okay, so you're like trying to like up the sleeve, sort of like act like you don't got it.
Uh-huh.
Emlyn notices. She wrote naturally on the die was a 19, and then she
But
gets.
does she do anything about it?
She kind of just leans in and goes, "I'd be careful about doing anything stupid here."
Define stupid. And he starts walking towards Chark while also making eye contact with Mouser.
I grab his shirt. Hey. Hey. Hey.
What's Mouser doing when he sees Thias? Kind of does he
takes a
notice?
step. Yeah, I mean, I've been keeping an eye on what's going on over there. Kind of just like observing both situations.
Mm-hmm.
I see Thias about to step forward, and Mouser kind of smirks and goes to take a step, but then he notices Thias is being pulled back, so he holds off. Can I do a check to see if I recognize the guy behind Treric?
Yeah, I mean,
With that, like, I don't know what that hat's called. That like Turkish looking thing.
I'll say that I'll actually just say without a roll that you have not seen that man before.
Okay.
Vibes
check him then. I want to vibes check him.
Yeah.
What is that insight?
Yeah, that's insight. We're joking. Vibes is insight because insight really is just a vibe check.
Uh-huh. And that's a 10.
Okay. You're not quite sure the purpose of this man being here. He doesn't seem like he's gonna cause a commotion, but he doesn't seem like he's here to honor Abdel either. Korsku kind of leans into you and is like, "Are you okay, buddy?"
Stick with me.
Okay, is there a situation I should be keeping an eye out on?
Yeah, we'll see.
You're staring at that guy a lot.
Would Korsku have met Treric?
No, he would have been too low level.
Okay.
Yeah, because, they kind of worked down the ranks of, like, he got his orders really from, like, Theodel's wizard guy that y'all killed, the War Mage, and then Theodel got her orders from Barcero, who then got his orders from Traric.
Okay.
There was definitely a chain of command situation there.
I'll just explain that to him briefly, be like, that's Barcero's boss. Keep an eye on him.
And he kind of just nods and, like, is keeping his hands, like, at the ready, just in case he has to grab his axe from behind him. Because, obviously, I would assume most of y'all are weapon sheathed, not hanging out like your characters show.
I don't have weapons.
Yeah, you are the weapon.
The exception since he just drew his knife.
Yeah.
Does this mean Theodel recognizes Treric?
She's only met Barcero.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of motion her and Naviel over. To me.
Theodel's like.
I'll say the same to
both
Theodel
of them.
as I did to both of them, but more directed at Theodel.
I also don't think Obi or Panther would be here for obvious reasons. They're probably back on the outer city again, because I would say after that situation, since the guy who gave you the ability to have them in the city is dead, that's kind of null and void.
Yeah.
Oh, we're grandfather claused in.
Nah.
No, he can't revoke it. He's dead.
It was his last wish.
Yeah, exactly. He actually loved Panther so much. It was his dying wish. Will you not honor it?
But yeah, I'll let Thias and Marlo continue their end of things though, because I just wanted to, since all this is happening at the same time.
Now, is a funeral the best place to make rash decisions?
He's there.
Correct.
We need him dead.
It's a sound argument.
Well, I think we should probably all be together for, like, possibly dying.
Cool. I'll get Mouse's attention. We can go kill him. We got Elminster here with us. We got Abdel's brother.
Would be an inside check or a history check, but can I do some kind of check to see, like, do I think that Elminster, if a fight were to break out, do I think Elminster would help, or do I think he would try to, like, save his butt and, like, run away and, like, diffuse the situation, but not, like, actually help? Do I think Elminster would help, is my question.
From your knowledge of the man, I would say that you can probably put together that Elminster would try to defuse the situation, not because he doesn't want you guys to do this, but because of time and place type situation. Like, this is definitely a case of wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah, like, there's... I turn back to that. There's people everywhere.
Yeah.
Professor Oak's voice echoes through your mind. There's a time and place for everything.
We're still on good terms with the... What is their name? Flaming Fist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Flaming Fist guy standing with him?
Nearby, yeah.
Is he standing with him, or is that just like some guard that happens to be in the
No.
area?
I just have like him there, and like not.
Okay.
They're not. All three of them are not clumped together like that in reality. That's just
okay.
so they're on screen for you. Yeah.
Thias puts away his knife, but is now, like Mouser, staring daggers at this guy.
Just trading one knife for another.
Does he notice us?
Knife.
I feel like he would notice two guys just staring at him.
You can notice that he looks back at you.
Who? Me or Mouser?
At Mouser, specifically. And kind of gives a cheeky grin when he notices you looking back.
I could go over and just start flirting with him, and then maybe we could just run away.
And that's better than my idea, how?
I'm having a weird day.
Yeah, you wanna talk about that?
No.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, it is also a new day, by the way, so I guess you two need to re-roll your...
Your goofiness.
Yeah.
Oh.
To
Are
be
we?
fair,
Did
I
we
don't
rest?
think Thias would have slept last night.
Did we rest? Am I at full
And you get a
HP
point of
now?
exhaustion.
Yeah, everybody's... I'll say everybody had their long rest between
Yeah.
last session and now. Because I did say it was a day since all that went down, so...
Okay.
Alright, pull up your gooey chart.
The gooey...
Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 35.
Also rolled a 35.
Well, there you go. That's pretty good if I remember correctly.
Movement speed decreases by 10 feet.
Oh. A 35?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, because it's on a
Wait.
D100. Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be.
That's a typo, yeah. But yes. Legs become unresponsive and difficult to move. Movement speed decreases by 10 feet.
Well, that's fine, because I
So-
can fly.
Yes, and also no one still knows.
Yeah.
I just slipped on my legs weird, y'all.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, both of us did.
But not with each other. That would be weird.
Yeah, that'd be, nobody wants that. Yeah. So, anyways, moving forward. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that before we got too far.
Mhm. Just in case Thias was just a pile of ichor.
And he decided, you know what? I want to fight him as one.
He's just like squishing along.
I do like the idea of him being a pile of goop and involved in this whole conversation.
Pile of goop with a knife sticking out of it.
That's just pupa from Solar Opposite.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll let y'all. So what was going on again? I'm sorry. I think.
I agreed not to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Trek noticed Mouser. I think that's where we're at.
Yeah. I'll
How
say
long does
Trick.
a potion?
Oh.
This is a pipe dream question. How long does a potion of invisibility last?
Let me double check.
A pipe dream question.
It's a good potential question.
I'm just in the kitchen cooking here. Let me cook.
Let's see, invisibility.
Yeah, it's just regular. It doesn't say like greater or minor or anything.
I would assume it works about the same as using an actual invisibility spell.
Haha, yep, I know how long that lasts.
It is an
Going
hour.
up a minute. Oh, it's an
An
hour.
hour, okay.
Unless you the spell ends early if you immediately after you make an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell.
So what I'm thinking is not that we do anything here. One of us, when this whole event is ending, one of us takes it and then follows Treric to figure out where he's going. And then we try and ambush him afterwards. Because we've all got sending stones.
Yeah, you got the Rocky
So if
Talkies.
one person, if the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of us follows him, they could be like, can you share a location on Rocky Talkie?
I mean, yeah, you could probably say where you're at, or because y'all know, y'all have kind of gotten some of the layout of Baldur's Gate. Plus, you have your pamphlets.
They can communicate to us where Treric is going, and
Yeah.
we can attempt to ambush him afterwards, potentially.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Or at the very least,
much smarter.
Get some information on what
Except
he's doing
we haven't
here.
been informed of this plan yet.
No.
So we still might do something stupid.
So
I whip anything.
Where's Dongo?
Dongo's with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I point at Dongo. I look at Thias and I point at Dongo, and then I do the I point two fingers to say look, but I'm trying to motion to have him look through Dongo's eyes.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
And then I lean down and I pretend I'm petting Dongo and talking to him in a baby voice, but I explain the plan to him. All right, nice. Dongo, we're gonna drink a potion and we're gonna follow the bad guy.
We're gonna murder him so bad.
Isn't he so
Even
ugly?
Though Thias, while he's standing there, is immune to all his senses, you just see him start scowling. Don't talk to me like this.
Puts a finger mustache on Thias while he's just standing there.
All right.
So what are you gonna do with that info, Thias?
After hearing the plan, return back.
I didn't do it.
Glare at Marlowe because she quickly moved her hand away from his face as he was regaining his senses. And then look at Mouser and nod.
You're not gonna explain it to them at all?
No.
Okay. Well, wouldn't we want Elminster on our side?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll finish off talking
if
Dongo
one of
with,
them want to ask, they can, but
I'll finish off my little talk with Dongo and be like, wouldn't it be good if the big wizard was with us? He's
and
nice. Don't you want Grandpa to come?
Dongo just like tilts his head because it's no longer Thias.
Is Trerick still like looking at Mouser?
Oh yeah, he's starting to probably approach now.
I'm gonna walk in his eye line and just like do a really awkward smile to break the eye contact between Mouser and Trerick.
How many of these people do we think Trerick would reasonably recognize? How many of us?
He's heard all of you, but because you do have that note, so he at least knows you by names. Now, whether or not he knows you by description, you don't know for sure.
Okay.
Because you do have that note for where,
Yeah.
Barcera was like, "Hey, this is everything you need to know about him."
Mm-hmm.
As Trerick is walking, I just go, "Hi there, are you friend or family?"
I am ally.
Right, all right. Well, I'm just going around to see if anyone wants to donate to the Abdel fund. We're setting up a little like charity thing in his name. So no pressure. Just going around asking everyone. Hope you all having a good day. I like your hair.
Thank you. And what is your name?
I'm trying to remember what my evil version of myself's name was. Was it Arlum?
I think it was Orlon.
Orlum? I'm Orlum.
Hmm.
Pip's imaginary hat. Pleasure.
He kind of. Let me see here.
I love how by identifying as that person, you effectively just made an anagram of your name and introduced yourself as that.
Panicked. I didn't think this through.
He kind of gives you like a little bit of a squinty eyes for a second, as if he's trying to remember something. And then
Oh, it's weird. I know. It's short for Orlesium.
Okay. Well, my name is Traric. It's a pleasure to meet someone as yourself.
I don't know what that means, but sure. I guess
Oh,
if you go
you-
around, just like tell other people about the fund, that would be really helpful.
What is this fund actually plan to achieve?
Well, you know how much he cared for like the city and his people, so it's just like going to all the people that he would help.
Of
Since
course.
he's not around anymore.
That is a wonderful sentiment. Well, I will definitely keep an eye out on potentially, actually, in fact, and he starts to reach into his bag, and he pulls out hands you 5 platinums.
Why, thank you. That is so very kind of you.
Of course, anything for a fellow non-human.
Hey, that's another barrel of smoke powder, right?
Was he referring to Abdel? Or me?
To you.
I'm not sure I know what you mean, but thank you, sir. You're very kind.
Of course. And he continues past you.
I can't believe that worked.
Thias is very impressed.
You got some money off the man.
Hey, if we just do that like 1,000 more times, they won't have any money to do their plan.
Exactly.
Well,
We're
what's he
we're
doing
bleeding them
now?
dry.
Is he going anywhere specific? Did
He's
I
continuing.
confuse him so much that he stopped going to Mouser? Oh,
No, he's still continuing towards Mouser.
oh, rats. I'm gonna go up to Mouser and start saying the same thing. Hi, y'all. Were you family or friend? And I'm just giving the same spiel as Trerick is coming
And,
up.
yeah, and like since you walk the same direction, it's very much a situation of bye, and then you go the same direction awkwardly.
I'm so mad.
You like kind of sprint to catch up and get the Mouser before Shrek does.
I feel like sprinting at a funeral would be.
Not
I
sprinting,
also
like
think,
a.
I don't think I can sprint.
Oh,
for
that's
that.
true.
I'd say you get there a little bit before him, but he kind of lets you do your thing. Like he doesn't interrupt. He just kind of watches first.
I'll do my thing, and I'm specifically like, I am not taking my eyes off of Mouser because I'm scared now. I don't know what to do after this.
Oh, look who it is.
I
Go
wasn't.
over to Fayadel. Hi, y'all. Are you family or friend?
Britt, we just scammed Trerick.
Yeah, he's at the funeral.
I'm a friend.
I just continue the spiel.
Okay. So yeah, she gives you the spiel of donating to the Abdel Foundation or whatever we
And
just.
my eyes are saying he's right behind me, isn't he?
And like goes through the whole thing, Abdel Foundation for the poor, and so I guess she wraps it up. And how do you respond to that?
I say, oh, that sounds great, and I hand her just like a random handful of coins.
Why, thank you. That is so kind. Well, bye. I just move on.
And so where are you heading next after that? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go near Lake Corkscrew and I guess Dawn goes there too. Just in that like general area and just pretend to start talking with them about stuff, but I'm just trying to listen.
Like, yeah, you're trying to listen, but also be not in the situation.
Yeah, I'm like making hand motions like I'm giving my same spiel, but my facial expression is terrified.
Let me see if Corkscrew understands what's going on.
You walk over and Forsky just goes, "Oh, hey, Marlo."
No idea who you are talking about.
He's just like, what are you doing with your hands, is what I imagine if I fail this. Let's see. He got a 16. He got a 16. I think he understands.
You know when your wrist kind of feels weird, so you're just trying to like chop it out?
Yeah.
That's all.
So I think with a 16, he understands what's going on, and he kind of just nods along as if he's listening to a conversation that's not going on. And back with Trark, though, he kind of looks over at Mouser and is like, they just let anybody into Baldur's Gate these days, then.
Did he just hit me with a dad joke?
Nah, he hit you with the, you shouldn't be up in this neighborhood.
He hit me with the, like, I
rude.
go to my friend's house and his dad's like, oh, we're just letting anyone in now.
That bitch.
Bold of you to show up here.
Yeah, essentially.
No,
Or
that's
is-
what I say back to him.
Well, what do you mean? I was a friend of the man. Why would you say such a thing?
You don't exactly seem like the type who would honor his wishes.
Well, I understand why we're both here, so. Is there anything you would like to say to me before you never see me again?
I think we'll see each other again. I'll save it for next time.
Okay, well. That's what you probably told your family the last time you saw them.
Oh my god!
Gonna take a lot more than that, bud.
Yeah, he's going for the throat on this one. But he walks off knowing that he's not going to get an actual rise out of you. But
I go back up to him while he's still at Mouser, and I'm just like, "Hey, y'all, family! Oh, I've already talked to both of y'all. How do y'all know each other? Aw,
yes, we met what feels like ages ago.
aw, cute.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he kind of just walks off.
Walks off and back into the crowd, or he's
Like, back into the crowd. Like, he's not
Okay.
leaving. Like, Um, so it seems like everybody's now talked to pretty much everybody they probably wanted to. Is Thias still planning? So he's planning to still follow him, right? With Dongo, right? That's the plan.
Well, I think was the plan for Thias to follow him.
Well,
Or-
He's like
Dongo.
our best stealthy character, I feel like.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
would be either
I-
be. Well,
I
maybe.
also have minus 10 movement speed, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Naviel would have overheard this plan because she was hanging out in that area. Dongo was there. So basically, I'm gonna catch Naviel up to what's going on. They want to track Trark and see where he goes after he leaves the funeral. So,
Got it.
yeah, because since he's here, they figure opportunity. They almost started a fight with him in this. I guess you know
By
what
they, you mean me.
Yeah, you know what they say about weddings and funerals, right? That's where all the crazy shit happens, right?
Thias has got a little mouser in him, I gotta say.
and I got paid.
Thias just feels immense regret because he was trying to stop the fight and accidentally killed Viekang, and then Abdel went beast mode.
That's not the only thing that Thias
And then-
has to regret in his life.
Damn.
Damn. On top of that, though, Thias and Marlowe met Abdel's sister, which adds a little more humanity to the man. On top of that, and it's just like, ooh. So, is there anything else y'all want to ask of Emmeline or anybody else before we move on?
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
Because I got 5 platinum from him.
Yeah, you got 5 platinum off Trark. You're like, because he's got to the man had to put on a show, right? Because like you're claiming to be, at the very least, whether or not he believes you, he's at this funeral, and you're like, Abdel Foundation, and if a high noble like him was seen not doing something.
Yeah, I love how you didn't even make her roll for deception.
Wait, how did I won in this little dialogue? Did he clock me as not a human? Yeah. But I got paid.
Actually, Thias, as you're still hanging out with them, this man, in the crowd, he's kind of a young man, darkly handsome and graceful, dressed in a sumptuous robe.
So darkly handsome.
He smoothly clasps your hands, and he kind of leans in and whispers, "My name is Embralum Skund. My master bids me to discover who took Abdel Adrian's life. If you wish to save Baldur's Gate from the rot festering inside it, meet me at the 3 Old Kegs. I will be there until 4 bells." And then he inclines his head, Embralum inclines his head, and slips back into the crowd. And I'll go ahead and...
Thias looks at Elminster like, you see this shit?
He just saucily took your hand.
What did you say his name was?
Embralum Skund. I just typed it into his thing now, so now if you highlight him, it shows.
Okay, good.
Elminster nods and goes, "Yes, it seems you will all have many people looking to have your backing in the days ahead."
Mouser sees this and is like, "Who the fuck was that guy?"
Who touching my man's hands now?
Why'd he do that so sensually?
um. Once you all,
Where
I'm gonna
did
let
he say to meet him?
at the Three Old Kegs, which
After
is
4 bells.
Yeah.
Before.
he'll be there up. Yeah, he'll be there until the 4 bells, so 4 p.m. Which it's currently noon 30, almost 1.
So 12 bells, almost 1 bell.
12.5 bells.
Half bell, yeah. Yeah, Three Old Kegs is over here in the upper city, so not that far away from where you're currently at, because y'all are at High Hall. Once you guys I'll let you all kind of reconfigure to each other, right? Once you all kind of rejoin each other, you have another person step forward to all of you. And nobody else is really paying mind. Like, they're here, but they're not really watching you at this point. But yeah, the crowds kind of part as he approaches you. And he's emblazoned on his tabard is a clenched gauntlet wreathed in fire, the symbol of the flaming fist. Along with him is a young man, no older than his teens. I don't have a picture. I couldn't get a miniature for the other person with him. But yeah, it's like a teenager that's with him. Greetings. I am Older Ravengard, commander of Worms Rock, and as of right now, Marshal of the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company. Duke Adrian had been our marshal. The watch was responsible for his safety and should have protected him. We are indebted to your work in cleaning up that mess. Please meet me at Worms Rock, where we can have a proper introduction. It could be of great service to our city. I hope you do not disprove my good appraisal of you. You'll find I can be a valuable friend. And I'll go ahead and type his name in there for y'all. Older Ravengard. There you go. As Ravengard walks away, basically the crowds kind of reform, and he's like holding the teenager's hand, kind of guiding him through the crowd.
It's a funeral and we're getting fetch quests.
Some
All right.
people are here for business. Some people are here to honor the man.
Alright.
Some people.
Mouser, you drink the potion and follow Jarek.
Oh yeah, the invisibility potion. That was part of the plan. That's right.
Marlowe and I will talk to this Skoondy guy.
What?
The
All right,
rest
I
of
don't
you,
exactly want
go
to
talk to
follow him
Older.
alone.
Well, do you have 2 invisibility potions?
No, I have 1. Well, I meant
Well,
like have you guys available, you know.
Well, yeah, we got our
The,
walkie-talkies.
Yeah, if you're gonna go meet some other fuck, you're gonna be busy.
I'll make sure my walkie-talkie is not on silence.
we got the rest too. Why am I saying
You
we?
show
Why
up
am
to
I
the
saying
you show up to 3 kegs and you're like, sorry, I'm on call right now. This is for business.
this? I'm getting a medical pager.
Hopefully it doesn't explode. Alright,
Okay.
I'll follow him.
Yeah, about this time, it's almost 1. Things are starting to wrap up. Most of the people have kind of started to depart. And of course, that means, I guess, Chark is also one of those people departing, so that would mean Operation Follow Him. Follow that elf is a go.
Follow that
Indeed.
elf.
So Mouser and who else? I'm sorry, was he going alone, or what was the understanding?
Well, it'll
There's
just be
only
me. I
one
just have 1
invisibility
potion.
potion.
Yeah. So, And then, of course, Emmeline and Elminster, y'all can go back in the bag for now. So Skoond, and then so everybody's going to go to Skoon's, as I guess.
No, Thias and Marla are going to Skoond. The others
Okay.
are going to Older.
Okay.
Well, too bad. When you raised your objections, I ignored you.
So let's see. Dawn goes with y'all. Corsica with y'all. Fayetteville with y'all. Go ahead, Mouser, and you're gonna follow. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. So let me see here. Sorry, I'm updating Trark's character sheet. We'll go ahead though, and as the rest of you are leaving, and you get kind of back. Well, so you're gonna stick in the high city, in the upper city, right? Because you're having to go to Three Old Kegs, and then Ravengard said to meet him at Worms Rock. So Naviel, we'll start with you guys. With your group of Corsica and Fayetteville. As you kind of step back into the lower city, a bearded young man wearing a deep hood catches your eye and kind of beckons you to step near. And you can tell that this person is using Thieves' Cant and is helping to straighten a toppled fruit stall in the process of like trying to be not too obvious about the fact that they're trying to talk to you.
Okay. Yo, what the fuck up, buddy?
You're newcomers here, so you don't know the situation. Don't trust either of those men who spoke to y'all at the funeral.
Why? What do you know?
Well, if you want to know what is really happening in Baldur's Gate, meet me at the gateway to Little Callumshan at dusk. And
All right.
and then he kind of steps back into the crowd and is out of sight.
Okay.
So now you have a decision. So now things are interesting. So y'all have a decision here. So, or at least Naviel, you have a decision because you've been sent to go to Worms Rock, which is under here. Let me move the high hall out of the way. Because you've been tasked by the party to go to Worms Rock to go talk to Ravengard. But now you have a different choice of going to Little Callumshan instead, which is closer to talk to this guy and figure out what's going on. But that's not till dusk that you have to meet with him. So you could meet with Ravengard before then. But
Could.
it would just be a good journey because Worms Rock is all the way over here. It is like proper outer city. I'll let you have time to think on that. And we'll jump to Mouser's situation first. As you're kind of... So Trark is obviously not walking alone. He definitely has like guards on hand with him, right? No, nothing like the watch or anything that important, right? But his own like mercenaries and whatever. He's staying in the upper city, and he heads into Ramazith's tower. which is kind of this large structure that seems to be like an iconic landmark. It's kind of this pagoda-style cylindrical structure of brick, and it's got like numerous roofs jutting from the building every half floor, and a pointed rooftops. The structure. So that's pretty much what you see on first look at it.
So they all go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like they just walk right in the main entrance, or
Yeah, they just walk in.
am I able to follow them or get like a vantage from somewhere else on the building?
If you try to go in, nobody. Somebody does like approach, and it's not one of his guards, but somebody does walk up and goes, are you here to see the great and powerful Leroican?
Oh, I'm invisible.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. So you just get in. Yeah, there's nobody
Ooh, I don't
stopping
know
you.
if I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Blue
nobody's
ball.
stopping you. That's right. So yeah, you get in. No problem. Let me see if one of their, because this is Leroican's place. Give me another stealth check.
Do I get like advantage with
Yeah, give it with advantage.
invisibility?
Yeah.
Oof. 23.
Uh-oh. 23. Okay. Then yeah, so everything's going smoothly. As you kind of follow, you see, like, it's basically a wizard's tower. Like, this is just like almost like a place of learning, and it's also kind of the home of, like, you get the understanding that like this man named Leroican is kind of living here, mainly because the man has photos of himself all over the place. And I'll kind of show you like what he looks like.
Most expected Leroican thing.
Okay, I might not need to show you since I know you've seen this man, but for Matt's sake, Matt might be the only one who hasn't seen him. I'll put it in the acquisitions channel. So he's kind of this man with red hair, that young looking, but yeah. And so there's like photos of himself like all over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep following him. I guess I'm gonna try and keep my awareness towards, you know, any way of them detecting me. What can see invisibility? Those little eyeball things that float around?
Yeah, there are some like detection things I could see. Yeah.
So I guess I'm just gonna kind of be a little extra careful and keep an eye out for those if we're in a big wizard tower.
Traric is kind of goes to his own little room within the place, and the guards stay outside once he's in his quarters.
His like personal quarters.
Yeah.
Can I go in there? Or is it like the door
The door-
opens, he goes in, and it closes?
It's a case of like it closes right behind him, yeah.
Okay,
But now you know where he's staying.
that is true. I think I'm just gonna dip.
Okay, you're gonna take that opportunity
This
of
place,
got that
this place seems a little
information.
dangerous. Yeah, I think I'm gonna dip.
Yeah, because he went up a few floors to get to his place.
Mhm.
He was not on the first floor. All right. In that case, while you're getting out, we will go ahead and jump to Thias and Marlowe. So yeah, so now y'all make it to Three Old Kegs. It's kind of this more upscale kind of place, right? It's a little nicer than the other like taverns you've been to in the lower city. You're in the nice neighborhood. I will, but you do see your contact there. You see Skoond already kind of having ordering like a meal because this is like a nicer place where you can get actual meal.
Good thing this isn't one of those days that I can't eat.
Ah, yes, friends. Sit, sit. What would you... Here. And he waves over, like, a server. Please, give my companions here some menus. And servant goes off to do that.
Goon, was it?
Yes, you can call me Embrolum if you wish.
So, Skoon, what was it you wanted to talk to us about?
Yes, I work for Torlin, the Duke Torlin Silver Shield. And as he's like continuing to like give his pitch, food starts to come out as well as some drinks, and he's already like preemptively ordered you drinks as well.
What was the point of the menus?
You're not
Well-
drinking that.
He didn't order you food though.
Okay. Oh, what do we have to drink?
You got, it looks like a really nice wine, like expensive.
Thias will take a sip.
How often has Thias had like nice expensive wine?
I don't. I mean, he was raised in a forest, but I mean, he traveled a lot, so I feel like he probably would have occasionally, but I can roll something.
If you want, I'll let you kind of guide your character on that one because that's, you know, it's very sweet tasting. It's like a good sweet wine. And so Skoon kind of is just like, yeah. So Duke Torlin, he wishes to bring security to the place, to Baldur's Gate. Obviously, we need somebody with vision and leadership to keep the council straight. And of course, he's a man of religion, in charge of the Temple of Gond. But you know, things are interesting right now with Abdel's death. We now are in a situation where the Parliament of Peers, the Dukes, the Watch, the Flaming Fist, everybody's disagreeing, and of course, that's before we even mention the criminals of the guild and their ilk.
Are you giving us a political pitch right now?
In order to understand Duke Silvershield, I think it is necessary you understand the politics of what's going on. You are newcomers to Baldur's Gate, after all.
Exactly. So, why are we your choice?
I think you should be asking, like, the people that live here.
Well, the people don't know what they truly want.
Oh, so you're an asshole.
I think it sounds like you think that you know what everyone wants better, and you're like, I'm so smart. You know who isn't? The people that live here.
Look, sorry, we got off on the wrong foot, it seems. I
The
merely
wrong
mean,
hand. That was creepy.
I merely mean that Silver Shield wishes to deal with the guild and clean up the streets, so to see. I mean, we we can't be allowing the guild to run amok, now can we?
Well, I have a question for you. Why do you think something like an underground guild or thievery or whatever would become prevalent in a place? Can you just like think for a second of why that might happen?
Well, now we are lacking some leadership, so I think they will take advantage of this situation without a strong hand to guide the city.
I think it's, when people can't live right and the upper political people are failing them. So I don't think it's completely right to judge and, quote, get rid of the people in the streets, per se.
Well, I can understand your point of view. I still would like to invite you to meet the man himself before you make a decision, but I will understand if you decline.
And once again, why is this our problem?
The people view you as heroes now, and so I mean, if anything, it would make sense to have somebody such as yourselves be helping as a guiding hand along with the Duke.
I think it's because if the Duke got our approval, which for some reason means something, it would be like a bunch of points in your favor, right?
That is not entirely untrue.
Right. Well, what? Does he want to meet today?
Yes, I mean, we can finish our meals first, but if
In
you...
like 10?
Yeah, I mean,
Cool, let's go.
Let's just go. I want to get this over
Dive
with.
picks up the remainder of his wine and just chugs it.
I dump it in a potted plant.
Emberlum goes ahead and, like, pays the bill, and then is like, well, the Lord awaits, please follow me. And, he guides you pretty much back to High Hall.
And as we're exiting, Dongo like jumps on the table and grabs any food remaining on his plate and like eats it.
So yeah, as you kind of make your way back to High Hall, you now get to properly go inside the hall. You kind of stood outside the real areas, right, when you were there for the funeral. But now you actually get to go inside, and you notice that all Emberlum has to do to get through anywhere is he just nods to the guards, and they let him walk past unchallenged along with you, right behind him.
Wow, do they have like arcane security or anything? Because it's really not that hard to put on a different face.
Do you think that is this a out loud thought or a...
I don't know. I think it's an out loud thought. I think it's out loud.
He kind of just turns to you and goes, well, we have some great security here, but of course this is still a religious site as well, so we, not many people would wish to assault this place. On top of that. But,
I've been hearing a lot of people lately say, don't worry, no one's gonna attack me.
But as you get inside, you eventually approach. Yeah, he's not gonna give a response to that because he knows that it's been a wild couple days for the city. But eventually you enter these meeting chambers, And I put Torlin onto the board for y'all. And you see this human noble wearing a wooden cog, which is the holy symbol of Gond. And he kind of stands in greeting. His black hair has grayed at the temples, and he keeps a well-trimmed salt and pepper beard. Welcome. I am sure Embrelum showed you a pleasant time thus far. Would you care for a beverage?
We already had some, but thank you.
Of course, of course. I will be forward with you. Our city rots at its core. Who would dare strike at such a venerated hero as Abdel Adrian, but those who swear fealty to dark, evil forces?
Yeah,
Many
no
have-
shit, that's your point.
Go on.
Many have come to our city seeking refuge, and we have graciously opened our doors. But they brought with them a rotten seed, unholy beliefs in foul gods.
Okay. Okay. I see where this is going. You want to just like kind of cut to the quote not rotten core of your plan?
Well,
Because I mean, if you think about it, from what you just said, you're like insulting and blaming things on the people that came here that don't live here, and that is also technically the two people that you were talking to right now.
Dongo barks.
Dunga's like three.
Whatever fox sound he makes.
Yeah,
Please,
Dunga's like-
please imitate the sound for the audience.
Okay.
there we go. Look, I need to root out who would be behind these things, obviously. I need someone who can trace the guild's network and identify its leaders.
Yeah, let me just stop you right here. This had nothing to do with the guild.
Literally know that. I think this is kind of, I don't want to say beyond politics, because nothing's quite beyond politics, but this really isn't something that you should be worrying about.
So do you think that we should just let crime go undealt with?
I think you should let us do our thing. That is why we're here.
I think that you should donate to the Abdel fund. That's going to help like boost the economy of the lower classes so that maybe they don't have to rely on crime so much.
Suggested donation 5 platinums.
Yeah. Thank you, God voice.
Give me a persuasion.
Dear. 15.
Kind of narrowly eyes it and goes, I don't remember starting such a charity, but
Well, I've already got some right here. I signed up to volunteer to collect donations, and I already have some, and I just like picked up the bag with 5 platinum in it.
Are
you
you
also
sure?
have the random handful of money that Mouser gave you.
Yeah.
I think
Are
my
you
hand closed this entire time with loose change.
Are you like showing the platinum to him, or kind of just saying that?
I have a bag, and I'm just like shaking it, and I bring out my other bag of like my like funds to like prove that they're two separate things, and this isn't just my wallet.
And he goes, "Ah, wonderful. Well, then the church will gladly accept that to kind of set up the
No.
donation for you."
No. I think that I'll figure this out myself. I was just proving to you that I'm like a good, honest person.
Well,
I don't
you
really want to give you the money right now.
Well, you understand you have started a charity without any of the proper paperwork.
Yeah, well, I don't want to give you my money when you just feel like you're trying to get political power, and I don't like where this is going. So what are you gonna keep talking about?
So you have stolen these funds.
I've not stolen. I did not steal anything.
You are claiming a charity that doesn't exist.
No. I just haven't found charity yet.
Well, here, I will. We should get the process started then. And he opens up his like drawer and pulls out some paperwork and goes, "You need to file these tax papers, and
All right.
then the money will have to go through us to go to the place that it needs to." But
All right. Well, I'll get these papers back to you because I'm not the person like in this like establishment that like fills out the papers. That's not technically my job. So I'll have to
True,
give it
she's
to
an
the
intern.
person. Yeah, I am an intern. They just think I do better on the field, so that's why I'm always talking.
Look, if it's money you're looking for, I can reward you well with gold.
We don't. Well,
Maybe
we
it's
don't need. And this is not some kind of ruse. I feel like you're turning the tides on me when I was trying to like get on your ass about being a little.
Thias kind of
What?
just like starts patting her on the
What?
back. Listen, what she's trying to say is, we've been investigating this long before you approached us. We have beyond doubt proved that the guild has no association with this murder. In fact, we know who is responsible. If
Then
you're gonna
why-
help us, then help us. If you're not, then we'll be leaving.
well, there are no hard feelings, and he kind of offers like this kind of smile, and he says, "Well, if you truly feel that way, I cannot stop you from working outside of my hand. So,
Well, it's not a matter of if we feel that way. We have evidence. My
Well-
guy.
but like I said, there are other crimes beyond that are.
I have a question for you.
And we're not the police.
For you. You were at the funeral service, correct?
I was.
Did you go with anybody? Did
My
you,
guards.
did you happen to know like anyone else that was there that like falls in your circle? Because
I
maybe
mean-
they could help you with this.
I know plenty of people that were there. I mean, obviously I know the fellow dukes, and I know Raven God, and I know Trorik. He's a fine investor in the people.
All right. Well, then maybe you could ask one of them.
I see. So you're only a hero when it suits you.
How on earth did you get that from this conversation? I literally said you didn't need to pay it. This is ridiculous. All right, Silver Shield, was it? Is that your name? Is that your actual name? That's like kind of sick, actually. Well, I don't wish any hard feelings, but
No,
we just want to keep doing like good things.
No hard feelings
So-
whatsoever.
All right, so please don't send assassins after us, because that would really put a damper on things.
Oh no, assassins. Good.
I don't know. Y'all have money. Money means assassins in my book.
No, if anything, just make sure you get that paperwork to me by within the next, couple work days.
Sure, I just gotta send it to the paper person. Oh, should we go now?
Thank you for your time. We'll be leaving now.
Thank you for yours.
As we're leaving, I assume we're being escorted out by guards.
Yes, they are walking you out.
Are the guards in front of us or behind us?
They're behind. Let me see here. In front.
Bye, Dongo. Go investigate.
Just leaving Dongo there.
Dongo is ready to redeem himself and have a good stealth mission.
Go.
I think the stealth mission went actually very well.
I mean, Dongo's stealth mission is what we mean.
No, that's the one I'm talking about. I thought it went extremely well.
It was
Guys,
very-
explode the place.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was very booming.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what is your goal with Dongo to look for?
Investigate any, like, if there's like any suspicious rooms with like suspicious stuff in them, or if there's like any very obvious methods, like ways of communicating or interacting with Treric, like a bribe letter or something. I don't know. But basically we discovered that the Duke trusts Treric, and now Dongo's gonna investigate how tight that connection is, essentially.
we'll go ahead and cut away
Yep.
and go back to Naviel and give a shot to see what she decided to do.
I mean, if I have time to do both, I would like to do both because I want to go find out what those bitches got on lock right now.
So I assume then we're going to the gate. We're going to see old Raven Guard first.
Yeah. They told me I ain't gotta be there till late.
Yeah. Let me see actually what the timing of this would be.
Because if I do have to make a decision, I'll be like, hey, you. These two could go deal with him. I will go.
I think you'll have the time.
Cool. Then I'll go there first.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're walking out of the gate with wrong person. With your friends at hand and going through the Basilisk Gate, because that's the main gate to get that way. There's like a commotion and kind of a line forming to get out of the city.
Oh?
And you see like this blonde bearded dwarf that's in front of you, and he's just goes like talking to himself. He goes, "Them as has nothing to hide, has nothing to fear, I suppose. But maybe a word from the likes of you could." And he kind of looks over at you. Could speed things along and hasten these tired poor folks home to their dinners. And you see like you can see up front what's going on is like basically the guy, one of the guards, this another dwarf, this like gaunt face looking man is like basically taking taxes on the way out.
Hmm. Do they normally do this? Or is this like a new... Is this some new bullshit they're doing? Knowing that people are gonna be trying to get out after a murder just took place in the middle of the city.
You can probably make your own assumptions on what's going on. In this case. There's like 6 other like Flaming Fist along with like the main one. And they're like searching people's bags. Some people are actually sent back into the city. But yeah, you see like anyone carrying a bag or a marginally interesting looking item is kind of led to a table where beneath a striped canopy.
Hey, what's going on here, guys? Why is it taking forever? Huh? What's with the line?
Are we approaching the main guy behind this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just doing my job, making sure that, people that we don't have any trouble with people leaving. I'm just taking the tax.
Why would there be any trouble with people leaving? They're leaving.
Look, if
they're coming in, sure, but they're leaving.
Look, I'm happy to let you guys, the heroes of the Wide, go through the gate, no problem. But the scum behind you, I mean, we got to be careful.
Why?
Sure,
they're
they didn't
coming into the city. They're leaving.
Sure, they didn't cause any trouble in the city, but who's to know what they're gonna take out of the city? They could have stolen some goods.
Well, then why are you... If they're stealing stuff, that wouldn't be a tax then, would it? What's with taxing people leaving the city? This whole thing smells of corruption.
Look, maybe, if you're so bothered by it, we can work something out.
No. We don't work things out with this, okay? Who told you you should be doing this? Because I'm actually on the way to see Sir Ravengard. Maybe
Really?
he'd like to hear about this little spectacle you've got going.
I don't know. Maybe he'd like to see about the people he's trying to work with going about excessively armed. And he starts to like call over some of the other fists.
I mean, he asked for us, so if you want to be the reason that he's like, hey, where did they go, then you can take that up with him, but I'm telling you right now, you don't. I'm the wrong one.
Give me. I feel like this could go either way. This could either. Because this could be a threat or, like, you're a persuade. Like, I feel like it goes either way on this one, intimidation or persuasion. So, however you want him to perceive it, roll that.
Okay. I mean. I can just say I'm trying to be persuasive. Oh hell yeah, that's a 19. That's not even adding my +4 on there.
He just kind of raises his hands and goes, "Look, I said you could go by if you wanted, but you're the one who started something out of this. If you want to go by,
Because
go
you're causing
by."
problems for people who want to leave your city.
If
Don't worry. I mean, if we have an issue, I'm gonna start fiddling with my little whistle I have for my boy. I'm like, I mean, I can cause more persuasive issues to get you to shut down this little crusade that's going on.
fine. Everybody, men, let them pass. And you start to see the line kind of start to smooth out as people are allowed through.
And then she kind of like pats him on the shoulder. That's a good boy.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we can be on our way then.
Yeah, I'll be keeping my eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. She's just like, okay, well, now we continue.
All right. I'd say about the time that you're starting to make some progress, because it takes a while to get through the city, right?
Yeah.
Do you pick up your boy on the way?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
He
So.
needs to stretch his legs. He's been
Yeah.
sitting in a barn.
Him and Panter.
Yeah, let's go. Of course, I'm pretty sure Korsku knows how to deal with Panther.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So,
That's
his buddy's
that's
buddy.
his main man. Yeah, that's his main man's little guy right there.
Yeah. I will say with that, probably enough time has passed though that the other stuff has happened, and so if y'all want to start like getting on the rocks in the group chat, like updating each other on what's going on, I'd say
on the
yeah. So.
I mean, I haven't found anything out, so I'm still headed there.
So yeah, that'd be up to Thias, Marlowe, and Mouser if they want to update their stuff.
I'm gonna wait until Dongo concludes with the investigation.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let me do that then, real quick, because you're not gonna find too much. It seems straight.
Wow, so little faith.
Let's see. Go ahead and give
What
me.
if I roll 15 nat 20s in a row?
Investigation.
Give me.
What the odds of that are?
Give me investigation. Yeah.
Roll high.
I forgot I need to pull up
Yeah.
that block to see. What did you say to roll? Investigation?
Investigation is intelligence.
Oh shit. That is a 13.
All right. you mostly see that this is, kind of a more of a place of worship than anything, and with some offices in it. And Dongo manages to find like paperwork that's like proves that he's on the up and up with like how he does the taxes for like the church, and that like hell he properly files that it's like non-taxable. But you probably also realize, hey, this is not where he lives.
What do you mean?
Like,
Riddle it.
sure, all of his, like, you'll find a lot of his paperwork, some of his work paper here, but anything that might be as personable as what you're looking for would not be here.
Okay.
But you do find some like letters that are like from Trarik that are like, I'll give you a little something. You do find that like Trarik kind of, from the reading of it, it seems that Trarik is only putting up with Silver Shield in the letters, and they're kind of like more of like business stuff of like, hey, here's like my papers for proving that legitimacy for what I'm doing here, and he's donating a lot to the church, but like not asking for anything in return in those letters. Like he's just donating a lot. And any like more personable stuff you do find is more of along the lines of, hey, we're going to this party, like type stuff of like, am I going to see you there? There are a few letters of him requesting to listen in on Duke meetings, the council meetings. Obviously, any return letters would not be here.
Yeah. Okay.
To give you a little bit to work with there.
Well, once Dongo's done his investigation, he's gonna like, well, he's gonna look if there's like an easy way to sneak out, but if not, he's just gonna hide and wait for Thias to resummon him.
I think he's able to get out without too much issue.
Then he'll sneak out and catch back up to Thias and Marlowe.
Right. Now everybody's kind of at the same time. So, now if people want to update each other, we can.
These rich bitches all know each other. That's all I say.
At which point I'll follow up saying what she means to say is the Duke knows Trick. Seems mostly business though, not really.
Anything else that anyone's got?
Thing Mouser wants to report. Mouser, I imagine, would be the only one with any information.
I'm like, I have yet to get anything.
Yeah, I'll just report
I will not know probably till tonight.
the location of where Trarik's staying.
Okay, so Ramazeth's tower is now known to everybody as being where Trarik's staying. Can't miss it. Giant tower. I mean, the only thing probably Navio has is like just commenting on how corrupt the city is.
Oh yeah.
We know.
I was gonna say that they know firsthand already.
Everybody be finding out how corrupt Baldur's Gate is. Now we're seeing why Abdel was needed in this city.
And that's why I made the charity.
But yeah, so we'll cut to you getting to Ravengard. So you get there and you have to like kind of go past when you get to Worm's Rock. There's some few flaming fists there, kind of guarding the rock. They kind of nod when they see you though, and kind of realize, okay, yeah, we know you're coming in. And they let you pass, and you hear some like play fighting going on because it's also, I mean, you've seen Worm's Rock and Baldur's Gate 3. You know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
It's both like it's both a fortress and like a little training center essentially, and a prison. It's everything. And in like the training center, you'll probably like pass it as you're heading towards Older's office. You see that same teenager kind of play fighting with some of the flaming fists, and they're like kind of trying to train him to fight properly, but he's kind of goofing off. And he's got they've put like the safety tip on top of like a rapier for him to use,
Oh, nice.
so that way he can like
Gotta child-proof it.
yeah, we got childproof it. He's a teenager, so he might actually do something stupid with it otherwise. And you kind of overhear one of them go, "You're starting to get really good, Will."
Yup.
I just had to confirm that for those of
Oh
you.
no, it was obvious. I knew the second you were talking about him. I'm like, I know who that is.
Yeah. Just a baby. And so yeah, so you eventually get upstairs and you see the marshal who had approached you at the funeral, kind of standing at a window, looking out towards the harbor of Baldur's Gate, kind of looking towards the. I guess he would be looking. Which way is? He'd be looking towards the west, because that's where the harbor kind of leads out. Yeah. And so he motions you over when he finally notices you walked in, and he still continues to look out as he says, "Look at Baldur's Gate. See how it grows unchecked beyond the walls. Those
Oh, they're checking things, just not what they should be.
well, those slums and ghettos are breeding grounds for a criminal cabal called the Guild. The Flaming Fist is charged with defending the gate, and right now the Guild, not some foreign enemy, is the city's greatest threat. It owns the outer city. The Guild has us encircled like a besieging army. Its agents are... And its agents and rot are worming into every nook of Baldur's Gate. These monsters find victims wherever the Fist is not. They grow bolder daily. They infest our politics and businesses. It makes me worried as a father. Abdel Adrian was the Gate's greatest citizen since Baldur. Yet, a Guild assassin attacked him in broad daylight. I will crush them for it. I need people such as you to help me. I can offer gold, of course, but I also offer positions of rank in the Flaming Fist, and the honor the company's tabard affords. What say you?
I mean, what exactly is this gonna entail?
Well, if you agree, I would like for your first job, if you agree, to help me close down some of these vice dens that the Guild are infecting the city from. Your first stop would be either to help me shut down the sorry, I'm double checking the places. Either I would like the Oasis and the Low Lantern to be shut down. And I can provide you the writ of closure necessary to do so. And
I'm
then,
gonna have to talk with my group.
of course, but the sooner we get a response, the better, so we can get things started.
Of course, of course.
Uh, but yes, I just grow concerned as a family man about the future of the city that I love.
I feel that's only natural.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Yes, of course. Speak to the rest of to the heroes of the Wide, and hopefully we can sort this out together.
I will inform them immediately as soon as I get back to them.
All right. He lets you out. He doesn't really stop you from doing whatever you need to get back where you're going.
Alright, and then I guess my next goal is to head for...
Yeah, towards Little Kalimshan, which you've been to already. That's where y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's where y'all met Inver.
Yeah.
I guess now you have stuff to report to the party. Or do you?
I figure that's gonna be too long a message. We'll just reconvene like job offer, more info later. Cause that's a lot of shit to that's the rocks aren't gonna have enough words for that.
Yeah, I will say there's probably enough for you to because there would be time if you wanted them to everybody to meet up at Little Kalimshan. I think all of y'all could get there around the same time.
I mean, they were specifically talking to me. Are they gonna be okay with everyone else being there? Like,
I think they understand. In this case, they understand the heroes. They're when they're talking to you, they're talking to the heroes.
okay. I'm like, I don't know if this is like a hey, don't bring anyone else. This is a
No.
peace thing.
This is a as long as it's like your party, they'll be cool with it.
Okay. So we can head. I guess we'll meet up there. So I can be like, oh, meet it. When
Little
Kalimshan.
Yeah, Little Kalimshan. Everybody good with meeting up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it seems that's the plan then. By that time, it is getting dark. I'd say you are hitting that dusk like you were told to meet them at, right? Because everybody's kind of been all over the city today.
Yeah.
And when you get there, everybody else kind of meets up at the same time. So if any in-person catching up y'all want to do, you can now. But if not, then we can just get to y'all meeting your contact here.
I guess I'd inform them about the job. Like, hey, this guy was offering money for us to do this. I don't know if we have time for that.
Sounds nearly identical to what Silver Shield wanted us to do.
Hmm. Well, I wasn't gonna take anything until I knew what the consensus was.
As you guys kind of reach Little Kalimshan's main gate near dusk, the hooded agent that Naviel had met earlier is loitering outside the wall, and he starts to use his little thieves' cant to kind of instruct you guys how to follow, but not too closely. But you understand immediately since you know what he's saying.
Oh yeah,
I
know what's going on here.
And so he kind of leads you guys through the gate and up a set of stairs to the walkway built atop the walls that enclose Little Kalimshan. So it's kind of like y'all have been here during the day last time. Now you're kind of seeing for what it is, where it's kind of it's a shanty town. It's like you got houses built on top of houses with like walkways on it, and like these are like man-made like walkways and everything. And it kind of divide it into smaller compounds. After slinking through the wall-top passages, twisting obstacle course, the guide kind of drops into a darkened enclosed yard, and he produces a key and opens a door that spills some warm light into the cool night, and he kind of motions you guys to enter first.
Then I guess we will enter.
3 flickering oil lamps hang on copper chains. A central fire pit embraces a heap of coals. Multicolored rugs and cushions blanket the floor, surrounding the fire in the Kalashite style. Heavy drapes obscure the walls and the ceiling, creating the impression of being inside a tent. A seamed face peers at you from beneath a turban. The man wrapped in an ornate, brocaded robe sits beside a low table alongside the fire pit, and he motions for you to sit and begins pouring some tea.
I guess we'll let Naviel take point on this since she was the one who was approached.
So you have some insight on who we spoke to at the funeral, then?
And I assume you're like stepping forward to sit down as you ask
Yeah.
that. So as you step forward, the door clicks shut, and your guide steps forward, pulls away a false beard, and throws back the deep hood, revealing a woman's face.
Nice.
Oh, hello. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Thank you for coming. She sits cross-legged on a pillow next to the old man. I wasn't sure you would, but we had great hope. Let me introduce myself properly. I am Rilso Rail. I operate the Callum Jewel Emporium, a pawn shop that we are now in the back of. And the man beside me is Musaid. And he kind of just nods sagely at y'all and refills some and hands you all some teacups as he fills them. So, I work with the guild. I know you've been hearing a lot about us today. We have been declared a criminal organization because we take money from the wealthy to help and protect the poor. We in fact use this shop here as a way of redistributing that wealth. And
Yes,
we're
the people that run the city kind of suck.
Yes, the merchants. Baldur's Gate is a merchant's town, and gold greases its wheels, as you may have noticed. You have to pay to get in, you have to pay to get out.
Yeah, they were taxing people to leave the city as I was trying to leave.
Yes, in fact, the toll and tax agents frequently demand bribes or will confiscate alleged contraband, targeting the folks from the outer city because they know nobody will listen to our complaints. The poor of the outer city are being kept poor.
Sounds about right.
And unfortunately, the Flaming Fist and the city will do nothing to fix this situation, but take more money. We're even locked out of the city in times of danger and have to fend for ourselves. I say all this to you because there's one toll collector in particular who has grown rich from stealing from outer city citizens. Nant Thangol. He's been stationed at the highly trafficked Basilisk Gate, and
Yeah, I bet I know exactly which one that is.
yeah, he has a bit of a menacing stare that's earned him the name the Basilisk. If it sounds like you have seen him.
Assume he gave me a lot of flack over at the gate when I was trying to leave, because I was calling him out on his bullshit.
Well, I want you guys to rob Thangol.
Oh, not like make him go away, just like rob him.
Yeah, I said we're here to redistribute wealth. A murder would of course draw too many eyes out here, and it would only make the people here suffer more if the Flaming Fists have to then come in and investigate a murder.
Makes sense.
Oh, well, I'll tell you right now, you don't have to convince me anymore, you just gotta convince my party.
That sounds great. I mean, I don't know, like, when we're gonna do it. I feel like we
Yeah.
going on, but I'm all for it.
We rob this guy.
Oh. Sorry, it was roboting on me one more time.
Can you help us?
Yes, I can at least provide you his route that he takes when he's done for the day. Yeah, but of course, if you know,
Network.
yeah, and so I wish to carry on Abdel's work. He did a lot of charitable work for the people of the outer city, and they adore him for it. We had actually cooperated together a few times, despite the wishes of the Council of Four. So,
I think I missed the entire first half of what you just said there.
she
like, not coming through.
She was basically talking about how she has worked with Abdel before, and like how the people love him.
And so they would help us with this investigation?
Yes. So they, is there anything that in particular you'd be looking into?
Are you familiar with the newcomer, Rarick?
Beady little eyes.
Abdel was wary of him, from what I knew. He came in and offered money, but not to the people, but to the guild, to the, larger businesses and the dukes.
To make people like him, yeah.
Yeah,
We just want to find out as much as you can about his operation. Our friend Mouser here has discovered where he is pulled up. That might be a good starting point. Find out his contacts, his routes.
Yes, I can look into that if you provide me the information you have.
Great. Let's go rob a guy.
I will also, I'll get the bag of 5 platinum, but also the random coins. You said you worked for Abdel, so as long as you're not lying, here's some funds that I did not steal, but kind of tricked Treric out of.
Oh, of
saying that I
course.
started a charity.
You can say no more. I have heard about the Abdel Foundation, and she kind of gives
Heard of it?
gives you a wink as she puts the money into a box.
I'm famous. Wow, I should be an actor.
It
Alright, I give it
seems
to her and
it seems we have an agreement then of how we want to deal with some things. I will go ahead and, like I said, I will provide you the information I have. And she starts to like pull out what you would need to like know what's going on here. And she's like, "Yeah, so the man we need to essentially do a tax rebate, so to speak.
yeah.
And we need to take at least 35% from this very selfish man."
And do you
Agreed.
know how much that is?
I do not know what that would come out to, but if
We have to do math too.
Can make a guess.
uh
Why don't we just take all of it?
you know what, if you happen to take all of it, I mean,
Oh, whoops, my hand slipped.
you know, I can't tell y'all how to operate on getting our tax rebate back, but that's up to you guys.
Yeah.
But he normally stays at his post until shortly before midnight. And then usually he gets some guards to escort him to his apartment in the lower city, which is near the Blushing Mermaid. His route doesn't change.
You know?
I would suggest, because y'all are well known, that for this operation that you put on some dark clothes to conceal your normal dark cloaks to conceal your normal clothing, as well as maybe some scarves or revelry masks to hide your faces.
Cool.
If I had a nickel for every time my character put on a mask and raided someone's house, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a
About
lot,
to
but
have
it's weird that
3.
it happened twice, right?
But yeah, if
I'm guessing we're not doing this like tonight.
if you can, if you think that you can get it done tonight, then nothing's stopping. I'm not stopping you, but of course, there's different ways you could go about this. But I would suggest attacking him here, and she kind of points on a map, like where on his route is the easiest to ambush him. I don't have a particular place in real life. I'm just saying that she would.
Do we want to go the ambush route, or do we want to go he gets a mysterious letter from his friend Silver Shield that is saying that his taxes were done a little wrong, so he's got to like send it back in order to confirm his bank account. You know.
I mean, if you want to do it that way, I mean, if you're gonna go that far with it, you could always, there's other ways. You could always, wait till he gets to his house and then take it, or you could, break into his home.
We got options.
Yeah.
Tell him that his uncle has an inheritance for him. We need a.
We need 35% of his bank account
as a
in order to
down
confirm his
payment,
identity.
a Kalashite prince is in need of funding to.
I'm calling regarding your carriage insurance.
Yeah.
And it seems you're late on a payment.
All of that.
Yeah, there's ways to do this, but I will let you all decide that. That is more on your end of things.
Seems like we're all in agreement. That's pretty cool.
Now, as for the information I need to help you, what do you know about Trark beyond the name and who he is?
He wants to do bad things, you know? Like, like, like world ending bad.
Well, I knew he was scum, but I didn't realize that much.
Oh, he's scum with a capital S.
Okay. So where is he staying?
Some big tower. I looked to the others. Where was it?
She doesn't even need y'all to, like, say the name once you
Yeah,
say that.
one. That one.
Yeah, she's like, Ramesses.
That, yeah. Big tower. I'm sure he's compensated for something by staying there.
At the very least, Leroican is. Yeah, that's a dangerous combination, those two.
Wait, who? Leroy? Do we know that name? Oh, right.
He's the one who owns the tower. That is his. Although Ramesses owned it at one point, and then Ramesses disappeared, and now it's Leroican's.
Disappeared or disappeared?
Well, that would be long ago. Long ago.
Oh, that's boring.
Leroican is now, as of recently, the occupant. Usually the tower's been mostly empty.
That's a waste of space.
But yeah, he's a bit of a hothead from what I've heard. That Leroican, so I'd be worried if those two are doing something together.
Oh, goody. What do you know about Leroican?
They say that he was we don't know too much about him, but from what we can gather, what's known about him is just his interest in magic, and that he's this figure who
What
kind of
kind
just
of magic?
well, there's theories that the man that he is known for some red magic.
Okay. Do you know if he has any like weird bloodline ties or anything?
There are those who believe that he comes from Thay.
All right. And would you say that he's done anything like heroic in the past?
No, that one's an easy one.
Alright.
No,
Love a good no. All right.
no.
No.
Is there a reason that would be?
It's just kind of like a theme of who Treric tends to hang around. I'm trying to see how many boxes this guy checks to maybe see how close they might be.
Yeah, no. He is. He's an interesting fellow, but not in that regard.
All right.
Yeah, his yeah, and there's not a lot of people that have seen him as of recent. So. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding that while I look into more?
Looks around.
Slightly unrelated, but since we have you here, what do you think about the locations we were told to take down at request, just to know what, someone not in power has to say about them.
Wait, so are you telling her about what
I'm just asking
rape?
about the location. I'm not telling him specifically what we
But
were told to do, just asking about the locations in general.
what Older was asking?
Uh-huh.
Well, we do have some operate. Well, I mean, we basically protect the premises, I should say, is what we really do for the Oasis.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
That one's more of a protection job for us. But at this time, however, the Oasis. If you need to do anything about the Oasis, that would be fine.
Raven Guard's got his eyes on it and wants to take it out. Wanted to
Hmm.
get a less corrupt official's opinion on them before we decide anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a dingy bungalow here in Little Kalimshan. It's got gambling, poppy dreams, and some tender liaisons. If you catch my drift.
Very.
My
Oh,
kind of place.
well,
So, I would, if something were to happen to it and it had to be shut down, I would not, I don't know
Alright,
if,
as long as this isn't some secret charity operation he's having us shut down is mainly what I was worried about.
um, now, as far as the, Low Lantern, I don't really, I mean, we don't really have too much to do, I mean, we know the captain, Thundereth, the one who owns the establishment. She, I can make it to where if y'all do go to shut it down, maybe Thundereth just isn't there. I mean, that would be good that you shut it down for Raven Guard, but bad that you couldn't get the leader. But
He didn't tell us anything about that. He just wants the place to shut down. As far as I'm concerned, not my problem.
so we could always, we can always set up to where Captain Thundereth is just not there when y'all get there. So are we all set then?
I am on my end.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Well, it'll be wonderful working with y'all. Alright. So y'all now have a few options. You can go confirm to Raven Guard that you're in. Or you can just get started on this job tonight for her. However y'all decide to approach that.
I mean, I don't think Raven Guard's top of our priorities. Get to helping them, then we do.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to rob the dude tonight? I'm down.
Are we feeling a heist?
Sounds
Cool,
like...
let's do it tonight.
Why
Yeah,
not?
I was gonna say, it sounds like nobody's objecting it.
I do have a question for the general group. Is Trerick like spying on us?
Probably.
Okay.
But now we're spying on him, so
Yeah, he just when I got that money from him, he was like, anything to help my fellow non-humans, and I was like, well, all right. That's not really a thing people notice, but I don't know.
we have caused problems for him. I would expect him to take note of that.
I guess so.
So, what's our plan for robbing the basilisk?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll make the plan.
Like we're
I-
gonna need to case
yeah.
the joint.
I was gonna say I haven't heard from Austin in a minute.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I could distract him with my charity skills, and then you guys just get it all.
The guards could be a problem. But if we know where he lives, we could just stake it out. Wait for the guards to leave.
With the help of our little friend Dongo.
It's a big city though.
Well, I mean, I guess we don't have to do it tonight if we need more time, but
I can always follow him from where I know his post is, since I'm pretty sure that's exactly who he was.
Well, don't we have his route back to his house?
Do we know?
Yes, you do. In fact, you I mean, with that route, you also have where he stays.
that makes sense.
Damn,
That's
doxed
where the
him.
route was end.
Yeah. I said we just stake out his house, wait for the escort to leave him, and then break in.
Perfect.
Is this
Alright.
the one that she said we should have masks on for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably get those. If anyone has a spell that can do it for us.
With that, I mean, if y'all mention masks out loud and are talking about this, the guy that was there, I'm pulling up his name again. But the one who was doing the tea for y'all, he starts to, with a nod, kind of not really saying anything, starts to get some masks and stuff for y'all.
Nice.
What kind?
And so, yeah. So he also
What
hands
kind of
y'all.
masks are we talking here?
They're like party masks. Musaid, that was his name. They're like almost like as if you're going to a festival sort of type of setup.
So if we get caught, we all just pretend that we're super drunk coming back from a party.
Yep.
Won't be a problem for Master.
I was gonna say, sounds easy.
He's
And then
an expert.
he also hands you some cloaks, so that way you can cover your clothes.
I guess we're doing this then.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice if we could just like sleep one time. Not tonight. I just mean like in general. We do so much.
We can sleep after we rob him. Even though that might be like past midnight. Well, it will be past midnight if he doesn't leave his post until midnight.
Woo.
Yeah, they yeah, it'll be he leaves his post at midnight is what, yeah.
What time is it now?
We can jump ahead a bit if y'all are pretty much ready.
Yeah. I think so.
Corkscrew does struggle to put on the mask, and he's like, "Oh, I don't think I can do this, guys."
You got any bigger ones?
Musaid starts to look through, and he's. Let me see if he finds one. High or low?
Huh?
High or low? I rolled. Just guess high or low.
Low.
He finds one.
Hell yeah.
All right. He hands it to Corkscrew, and Corkscrew's like, "There we go, guys." All right.
There you go, buddy.
And
Let's stake out this house.
Real says, yeah. Real says like, "Hey, if y'all need me to, I can keep an eye on your animals."
Oh yeah, they're with
That's
us.
probably a good idea. They're very big.
Yeah, they would. I think also everybody knows them now because of what happened in the
I
wide.
mean, put
Yeah.
him back in the barn.
Yeah, either that or bring him to the barn. Either way, yeah, just providing another safe house option for them. What you don't know is they're playing GTA and they're getting safe houses as the game happens. They're getting a safe spot. Alright, well then we will go ahead and jump ahead to the heist.
Woo!
So y'all will make it to there for sure before he does. And perfect. We'll say that it's over. I said it was by the. I said it was by the Low Lantern, correct? Oh no, Blushing Mermaid. So.
Other side.
Wait. What?
No, I'm just. You had it down on the bottom, like other side.
Oh yeah. Other side of town. Captain Allen's no longer there. He's off on his
Good.
next. He's off on his next adventure, which will somehow mess with you guys. No, it might mess with you guys. We'll see. So with around about 30 minutes after midnight, you see him and his guards approaching. How are y'all? Go ahead and describe how you're like hiding around the apartments area.
Yeah, so like what is it does he has like an apartment or like a house? Like how big is his place?
It's an apartment complex that he lives in.
Okay. So then do we know which room is his or do we just know this building?
You know it's the building, so
How many floors does the building have?
it has 3.
Okay. Dongo will sit near the entrance, just kind of like chilling out, like laying, not like obviously right in front of the door, but like kind of nearby, just acting like a normal dog, not drawing any attention to himself. Thias is going to go to the top floor, find find an empty like corner to like hide in and look through Dongo's eyes to watch for the approach. As soon as that happens, then he will send in stone, tell everyone else in their positions that he's here, and we should probably have at least one person on each floor.
That's what I was thinking too. So
Mm-hmm.
that we can just run to the floor that we need to when we're already inside.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, well, with that set up, go ahead and everybody give me stealth checks.
$19.
Damn, I rolled a 20.
20.
Well, yeah.
12, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So you see, coming along the path. Let's see.
Oh yeah, should I roll separately for Thias and Dongo, I guess?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me
Yeah.
dongos.
Roll for Dongo. 11 for Dongo.
Mhm.
But also, Dongo's not exactly hidden.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of just like laying there like he's a dog just chilling in the street somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, you see a handful of guards with him, like actual flaming fists. So you see about 6 of them with him, and along with that are like 2 younger men carrying lights, just like normal citizens. Nobody wearing armor or anything.
So 8 people plus the dude we're trying to rob.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Going to return senses to Thias. Send in stone. He's here. 8 escorts.
But the flaming fists are on our side, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll let us just
Rob another
attack
flaming
them.
fist member.
Flaming fists are on our side, but also fuck the flaming fists.
A cab.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
meant for, like, like figuring out our plan point of view, not like morally.
Our plan was just to wait for the guards to leave. If you had objections, you should have raised those before we started.
Well, Thangle looks up and notices Thias. Hey, it's one of the heroes! And he, like, shouts and points at him. Oh, wait, no. He wouldn't recognize
Thias is
you.
on the 3rd floor.
Thias is on the
Yeah, hold on.
3rd floor, and we're all wearing disguises too.
Yeah, let me double check that roll. Yeah, he can't
What
tell.
floor is everyone else on?
Yeah.
2nd.
Everybody
I
else
just
is good.
won.
Everybody else is good. Correction. So they start to move up the stairs, and they go to the 2nd floor. They don't see anybody on the way there. Because they won't see you actually. Now that I think about it, because they won't head to the 3rd floor.
Well, if I see them go to the 2nd floor, then I'm gonna rock phone them and be like, second, this one, the one I'm on.
Go ahead and give me a perception to see if you notice which room he enters. Like what room number.
3.
A 3?
You bet.
Hey, good thing he I rolled a 1. He went into room.
He accidentally slams the door behind him.
Yeah. Oh, funny, he's in room 1. So I rolled a 1 and he's in room 1.
Nice.
So like it's like 201, I guess, because how apartments would work.
201. That one.
So of course y'all wait till his guards depart.
Yeah.
They wait about a couple more minutes just to make sure, and then they head off. within a few minutes, they're out of sight.
Do we count that it's the same amount that leave?
Mm-hmm. Same amount leave. So the 6 flaming fists and then the 2 lamp lads.
Lamp lads.
That's the name of the job.
I mean, I like it.
They hold the lanterns in the dark for people.
Alright, well, I guess we will all meet in front of room 201. Is anyone here good at lockpicking?
Probably can.
All right. So we're going with trying to get through
I'm
the
like,
door.
do we
Yeah,
want me
'cause
to try that?
I was gonna say, yeah, because I was gonna say, so basically when you're in front of the apartment, the way it's set up is kind of like how a lot of apartments are. There's like the door and then a couple windows, right? Not too much real estate.
We could pretend we're delivering food.
That could work. We going food or lockpicking?
I don't know. That's up to you. Whatever you think works best.
Well, we look kind of suspicious for food delivery people right now.
Yeah.
Masked food delivery.
Hi, welcome to the Mardi Gras pizza and cloaks.
Where
You get a free cloak with your pizza.
you work for Door Retreat.
All right.
So we
well,
lockpicking then?
I'm gonna go try to lockpick it then.
You got this.
Yeah.
But sleight of hand or
Yes. With if you have proficiency, make sure you add your proficiency for the tools, for the thieves' tools.
what? What do you mean?
So it would be your, unless you are. Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking at your sheet. Give me a second. I don't know how correct this is, but I'm looking at it. Let's see. Yeah, you have thieves' tool proficiency, so you would get not only the +6 from the sleight of hand, but also another +2 for your thieves' tools.
So 18.
Yeah. That's why you have thieves' tool proficiency, everybody. For those who want to use thieves' tools. So then it clicks open. Easily.
All right, we're in.
Thias will stay in the hallway to keep watch. With Dumbo.
Alright. Who all is going in?
You know damn well I'm going in there after how that man spoke to me.
I'll go in.
I'll go in, but hang back, so I'm not
Okay.
like in the front charge.
Okay. It's a pretty, it's actually pretty luxurious in here. You can tell this man's made use of that money that he's taken.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see how much money you will find, but there is a lock. The man is basically already snoring in his room. So now's the chance to kind of look through the apartment and try to find where he would put the money. So investigation or perception checks.
Okay.
I can do an investigation.
Yeah, I'm like, I have perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna do perception.
Well, I am not rolling well.
18.
23.
Damn.
I would say that so we said 18, 23, and what was the other one? I'm sorry.
Well,
Well, not good. Okay. I'll say the 18 and 23 definitely find the box. You kind of are searching through this tiny apartment still, but well decorated. Like he's got nice couches and stuff, right? And you manage to locate like a hidden compartment beneath one of the drawers in his like for his nightstand. And in it is the chest that he puts all of the gold in for the day, which Naviel would have recognized because she saw him doing this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the cash box. It is locked though, so.
I mean, we could just take the whole thing with us, right? Or is
Take
it too
the
big?
box.
No, it's I mean it's like a normal cash box.
Even if it was big, that's what Korsku's for.
I mean, I say we just take the whole fucking box, but
Sounds like there's no arguments on it.
Well, let's just take the box.
Yeah.
why open it and dump out the money when you could just take it in the box?
Yeah, I'm sure the guild can help us open it if we can't.
Yep. Okay. Give me one more. Stealth checks for everybody who's inside the apartment.
20 not natural.
Yeah, also dirty 20.
11.
Oh no.
So as y'all are walking out, Mouser, you stub your toe on one of the corners of a really nice, like stone, little like coffee table. How do you react to that?
I emit a noise that's kind of like.
And as I assume you all look back into the bedroom to see if this wakes the man up, you hear. Like it almost wakes him up, but he kind of just goes back to
Alright,
it.
move it. Go. Single file out the door.
Yeah, he rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
my
goodness.
god.
Take that, old man.
And that was with, I gave him disadvantage as well because he was sleeping. So, you know.
Once everyone's back out in the hallway, I'm gonna quickly switch to Dongo's vision to just make sure the coast is clear outside the apartment.
Yep, things seem pretty clear.
Cool. Back to Thias. Let's go.
Yeah, we can jump ahead. I assume you all won't run into anybody really. And so y'all make it back to Lil Kalshan, to Rail, and Rilsa, however you wanna, if you wanna go by first name basis. And she's there, and she's like, "Oh, you made it."
Is this like enough?
Well, let's see. And
Make sure he didn't put somehow some fucking spell protection on that thing.
And so she takes out her thieves' tools, opens it with ease,
Nice.
and she starts to count up the gold in there. She's like, seems he made 600 gold today. That's a start, at least, to help with some of the. This will relieve some of a good bit of suffering. And hopefully will send the basilisk a message to rein in his greed. So I appreciate you all for that.
Cool, that was easy.
Feel free to
Shoot, we could have left a message while we were in there had we known that.
feel free though to set up your own similar situations of robbing other or collecting more tax rebates. Yeah, so I'll let y'all. She offers, if y'all want to stay here and rest for the night, you can. I know it's late, but and it sounds like y'all have a meeting to get to with Raven Guard tomorrow.
Ow.
Hmm?
I said, ow.
Oh, because y'all still haven't like told him that whether or not you'll do his work.
That's true. I can't wait till the morning.
Yeah, this sounds like a good place to rest for the night.
Yeah. So, um, we'll go ahead and do the long rest.
Marlowe is not gonna long rest.
Okay. Is there
That's
a
all.
there a reason?
Yeah. Is this where I tell you my reason?
Yes, please.
She doesn't want to go to sleep because she's freaked out. She doesn't want another visit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be a problem, huh?
Weren't you the one saying we need to go to sleep at some point?
I meant like resting, like relaxing. Since I question, since I don't long rest, do I still need to do the goo chart?
Yes, because that's just as the day happens.
No, I thought that was every long rest.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I will say though.
I have a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I knew the consequences, but I just don't feel like she would sleep.
Here comes the consequence. Let's see. And we are using the new version of that, by the way. So, I can pull it up for you if you need me to.
Yeah, I have no idea what any of the new stuff is.
Yeah. It's actually much simpler than the old one, because let's be honest, the old one is kind of a mess.
I just remember the old, like, you have disadvantage on literally everything.
Well, and then it gets worse, because then it's just like, oh, and then, like, if you get further up, which I assume we're gonna deal with that potentially happening, they do more and more stupid things, like you lose your speed, and then you lose your,
Yeah, and then you just die.
Yeah, which you can still just die, but
Yeah.
it's different. Let's see. Where is it? Come on, I know it's in the book. I know I've read it. I think it's conditions. Yes. For exhaustion. So at exhaustion level 1. So let's see. This condition is cumulative. Each time you receive it, you gain 1 exhaustion level. You die if your exhaustion level is 6. So what you get is you get all of these things each time.
Okay.
So D20 test affected. When you make a D20 test, so anytime you do a D20 roll, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. So in this case, it's reduced by 2.
Okay.
The other thing is you do get your speed reduced. So they just accumulated it all together rather than waiting till certain levels to give you things. So
and then those things just get worse.
Yeah.
The exhaustion. Okay.
Yep. So in this case, your speed is reduced by the number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level. So you lose 5 feet of speed.
Cool.
And then, of course, as usual, finishing a long rest removes 1 exhaustion level.
Yeah.
So.
And so my goo roll still carries over, so now my speed is 15.
Oh no!
It's fine, I can fly. Don't worry about it.
So if nobody notices Marlo is a goo, they will notice that she is exhausted.
Don't worry.
Well, we'll see.
I don't think they'll notice. They'll be too busy noticing that I rolled a 4.
Oh no!
My body starts to become formless, and I have disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Throwing him off my scent.
Alright. So let's see. I say y'all get up around 10 the next day, so it is Nightfall 3 at 10 a.m. So, yeah. Yeah, y'all wake
He
up.
just walks out of his room wearing the mask and cloak.
Well, do we want to go with our goo friend and tell Ravengard we're gonna do his job, or?
Of course, Goo's no longer in the costume, and he's just like, "What are you doing? Still dressed up like that?"
And he's just like,
Couldn't have been comfy to sleep that way. Anyways,
Thias just takes off the mask, and everyone can see he looks like absolute shit.
Sticky.
And he just
Hey,
kind of
put
like,
that mask back on.
and he just kind of like slumps down in the corner.
maybe we don't take him today.
I give a very weak attempt at a thumbs up.
Is that a thumbs up as in yes, or a thumbs up in I'm good?
As in, I like that idea.
Okay, good.
Starts melting.
Fado was like, "Alright, well, what's the plan?"
I guess we can go tell Ravengard we're gonna take the job, but like being down a whole goo man is gonna be
Don't worry, Dongo's going with you.
Well, are we doing the job today? Or are we just accepting it?
do we have any other plans? What
I don't know.
else needs to be done right now?
I wasn't sure if we were gonna stake out Trerick or not.
Well, again,
we
we've got a
have the
friend
guild.
who's goo
The
right
guild
now.
is like doing investigations on Trerick right now.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's like
looking
helping
into
out.
it right now still.
I guess so. Yeah. Well.
Alright. Sounds like at the very least we're going back to Ravengard.
Thias isn't. Thias is still staying there, but Dongo
Yeah.
is going with them.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm sure nothing can go wrong.
Whee.
Marlo keeps tripping before the dog.
Yeah, Marlo is getting like every now and then is falling behind, and y'all have to slow down for her.
I just, it's better to strut sometimes than run. It's a personal decision that I'm making to look cooler. Trips again.
Y'all know the deal. Y'all, there's guards. They let you by. You get in.
Howdy.
This time he's actually sitting at his desk when y'all approach. And he's like, "Ah, you brought, well, all but one of you."
Yeah, he wasn't feeling well.
Ah, yes. Well then. So have you? I assume you're here to accept working for me.
Yes, we have decided we are going to take the job.
Okay. In that case, now I can give you a little more detail. You see, the I want you to also arrest the owners of these establishments, as we would like to question them, and try to figure out their connections to the guild. Um, so, if possible, for the Oasis, do that. That'll probably be the easiest one first, since it's closer. But the Low Lantern might catch wind, so the sooner you get there after that, the better. And here, and he starts to write down like a writ for y'all, and he's like, "Here's the official paperwork you need in order to shut these businesses down, and bring in the owners." And the owners will be brought to Sea Tower
For
Got you.
for questioning.
okay.
We are trying to obviously establish any connections between them and the guild.
Cool, we
All
done?
right, sounds good. Hopefully the people will actually be there.
Yeah, yeah, the city's kind of in a ruckus today. Apparently, there was a huge robbery last night, and so
Where?
Oh my.
over in the lower city.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I was not aware of what one of the guards at the gate had been up to, and it seems that it has come to bite him in the ass.
That's probably the one I saw yesterday. I should have just told you what was going on, because I was threatening him I was going to anyway.
Ah, well, it's good that, well, unfortunately, the money has been stolen, which means, of course, it will be harder for us to give this money back to people, but we can now question him for what he was up to, and anybody else that may have been
I mean, I
doing
can
this.
partially tell you what I caught him doing. He was taxing people leaving the city and taking their stuff.
Well, that's the taxing part. Is our fees for in and out is, well, in is normal, out is different. That I've never really
No, they
heard
were
of.
all leaving.
Well then.
Anyway.
Like I said, he's now in Sea Tower, so we'll figure out what
We'll
else is going
go
on.
shut these places down and see if we can find the people inside then.
All right. If you need any backup, let me know. I can send some men.
I think we should be okay. I don't...
All right.
Me above table being like, well, I don't want you actually catching anybody, so...
Or at least not the Low Lantern one.
Yeah.
Because once again, she doesn't care about the other guy.
Alright. We'll go take care of that then.
Bye.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. So where are y'all heading first? We still have a little bit of time. I think, depending on which one you pick, we might be able to do both, but potentially only just one of them.
I don't know, let's hear from Mouser.
Let's just do one of them.
Well, which one?
Oh my god.
The one he suggested to do first, right?
Oh, okay. So yeah. So y'all are going to the Oasis.
Yeah.
Onward.
That's back in Little Kalmshan. Yeah, so when y'all approach the Oasis, just like Rail described it. It's this like dingy bungalow sort of deal, and you see its proprietor, who kind of has slathered his blotchy face in heavy pale makeup. Kind of disturbing rather than pleasing to the eye. And he's kind of this heavy Kalashite human. And he greets you as you approach the establishment's veranda and grandly motions you inside.
Thanks.
As you come inside, he offers you some cushion. Would you like a cushion seat, some tea, maybe some games of chance, some company,
I'm not up for gambling.
some
Oh.
company.
Oh,
I mean, can't we just come right out and be like, well, we're on official business?
All right. So when you do that, he kind of smiles
Roll on
nervously.
the ground!
When you say you're on official business, he smiles nervously and starts to like draw a bulging purse from his robe and extends it to you guys, saying, "Ah, I forgot my 10-day fees. If you would please deliver this to your superior, I would be most grateful."
Yeah, well, about that, our superior is, Ravenguard, so...
Oh.
he's not very fond of y'all.
Oh. And what would Ravengard have? What would he like?
I
For you
guess,
to stop.
I guess we have
see.
to place this man under arrest.
Well, okay, so you're closing the Oasis. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, you're under arrest.
Okay.
Do you mind if-
Okay.
Well, do you
What
mind if
happened to ACAB?
do you mind if I collect my life before you throw me onto the street?
I think one of us probably has to like make sure you are actually doing that and not just like running away. But like, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
I also don't know if they'll allow you to keep those things when we take you with us.
Really want to do this, but you know, like, people making bad decisions is bad. But I'm gonna stop talking.
He goes, "Okay. I understand. I will come peacefully with you."
Thank goodness.
So if y'all allow him to pack up, he will. But if not, I mean, he'll be
I think someone's gonna have to watch him if he's gonna do that.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. I mean, y'all can watch him. He does live up to his word of like going with y'all and doing what y'all want. But like I said, if y'all tell him no, then he'll just be sad about it.
Can I just do like a vibe check on this guy?
Yeah.
It feels like he is surrendering really easily.
Mm-hmm.
Either like, I want to get the vibes of whether he has something up his sleeve or if he's even the guy. Like if he's just wearing someone else's skin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me. I guess, a vibe check.
10.
I
Because
think
I rolled an 8 plus 4 minus 2.
I think what you can get from this is that this man is just he's given up. He knows it's up. Like
Alright.
his protection isn't there because he made some bad decisions regarding that, and now with everything that's gone on, he doesn't really have a lot of money. Like if you actually took the bag that he gave you of money, it's only 75 gold.
Oh,
That's just
buddy.
sad.
So like, and you may not have noticed this, but the Oasis is empty. It was just him. Like there aren't
Oh,
even.
is this operating hours?
Yes.
Oh, that's even sadder.
Yikes.
Now I just feel bad.
So you're closing down a business that's not really doing anything anyways.
This might be doing you a favor. You're probably just losing money on this.
So yeah. So yeah, y'all have to bring him all the way to Sea Tower, which is like way on the other side. But yeah, I'll go ahead and highlight y'all and get y'all there. Sea Tower's all the way. Sea Tower's literally what it sounds like. It's a tower that overlooks the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking the letter C.
Yeah,
Cool
I get that.
tower.
Yeah.
Tower C. There's Tower A, B, and C.
But yeah, they yeah. This is like their like other prison. This is like used more than the one underneath Worms Rock. It's just Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't go this far into the city to where you see Sea Tower really. I think they kind of stopped showing the city a little before that. I mean, you can't even go into Upper City, but that's another conversation. So yeah, y'all bring him there, and he willingly goes in.
All right, well, one down. Now what?
Oh yeah, and also, of course, you can seal the premises as well, because you, of course, have to put the writ up on the door, but...
Yeah, I figure we did that
Yeah,
when
that,
closing
yeah.
the place.
Yeah, like, I figured one of y'all hammered it in on the door, locked her up, and then took them with you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now for the Low Lantern.
Alright, let's hope our friend did their job.
Which, I do actually have a map for that one. Since y'all went to the fast one first, we have time for both. Maybe.
It's always good when there's a map.
Yeah.
This is the main floor first, on the left. Let me get the NPCs that will be there. And y'all still don't want to get any help on the way? Any flaming fist reinforcements?
We might. Maybe we take someone on this one since.
Or you could just get Thias.
Goo man.
Call Thias in. Call the goo.
Call the goo in.
I mean, I thought the goo didn't want to go anywhere.
Sounds like he
He
changed his
didn't,
mind.
but if he has to, he'll show up. If you guys think you need him, he'll show up. He just figured he'd rest since he's having a shit day and this seemed easy. You also don't have to bring Thias, but if you want to.
Yeah, you're just shutting down poor businesses, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah,
I didn't like your inflection on that.
yeah. Ignore the fact that there's a map.
Mm-hmm. He's getting all set up.
Yeah, I'll let y'all continue to figure out your plan while I'm doing that.
I think we probably will need backup even with Thias.
Do we want backup though?
I don't know.
Because I mean, we were kind of like working with the guild and like planning this out.
In both sides.
Yeah, we are. So do we want the Flaming Fist with us? Because if they are, and then the owner is there, then we can't just be like, we can't pretend the owner's not there.
That's true. Alright, well. Get your goo boy butt in here, I guess. We'll just take you.
Cool.
Goes on sending stone. Beep boop beep beep boop. Goo
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, I say y'all are about the same distance away from it at this point, so you could probably make it at the same time.
Goo
Is it-
boy, you're not the only one that's tired. Get your ass over here.
Is this inside the city? Or
Yeah,
outside?
it's inside.
No, okay. So I can't bring the animals. Okay.
No. Yeah, this is the tavern that's like by the docks. It's the
Alright.
it's a ship that's kind of not, that doesn't move. It's kind of locked in. It's landlocked.
Cool. I'll meet you guys there.
Let's see. I'm rolling to see about some stuff. Okay. And y'all said no flaming fist backup.
Nope.
Alright, well, y'all can kind of approach as you like, and I'll kind of describe what's going on when you get there. Because when y'all get there, shit's already kind of going down. From inside, it sounds like.
Whoa.
What the hell's going on here?
It seems that when y'all get there, there is some fighting and brawling going on inside. And you find 6...
Without me?
Yeah.
Without me.
He's like, hold on now, I want to be part of a fight. It seems that there are 6 crew members for this establishment fighting 6 members of the City Watch, not the Flaming Fist.
Oh.
So it's not just like a bar fight, it's like an actual fight.
Yeah. Let's see, where did I put that? There they are. Sorry, grabbing their picture. I was expecting Flaming Fist to have to be here. I was not ready for the Watch. I knew the Watch might get involved at some point. Wasn't ready for them to get involved yet.
Can we do that?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just
a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's basically because of sides that you have chosen. So, in case you haven't noticed, this particular adventure is very reactive to which sides you guys are choosing in these events. This is a case where no matter... I mean, I already run games like that, but like this adventure is written in the way that I run adventures, which is even if you don't get involved with something, that thing is gonna happen still.
makes sense.
It just means whether or not you're directly like part of it or not. Is it your fault or is it the fault of somebody else?
Great.
Or I guess it's your fault indirectly for not being involved.
Wow.
Because inaction is also a form of action. So, as you guys enter, I assume y'all enter, I'll let y'all kind of pick where you want to be inside within this mess.
Should we, like, say something? Like, try to get them to stop fighting each other? Or are we just
Well,
watching?
Well, that's up to you, but if you say nothing, one of the watch members looks over at y'all like with recognition and goes, "Hey, heroes of the wide, we need your help."
Whoa, whoa, what is all this? I thought this was a fun little boat.
Don't rock the boat.
We just
Is
came
there
to
a
shut the
reason
place
that
down.
everyone...
What?
Is there a reason everyone's up in arms? I just wanted to relax an afternoon.
So yeah, they are like, we were sitting here to shut this place down
By who?
by Duke Silvershield.
When?
Oh. Well, we also were here to shut it down.
Well, then help us.
Why did this
But-
become violent?
Because obviously they don't want to have us shut it down.
Who struck first? Because things can happen through conversations, not fists.
This fight's happening anyway, so like at this point,
Oh no, I'm asking the guy, like, did the watch hit first, or did the patrons hit first?
I can't remember. It's kind of all a blur in regards to everything that went down.
Typical.
You think the piggy's gonna remember?
I don't know. I have a point of exhaustion.
That's true.
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
I defer to my group.
I'll say
Well, I
we're
didn't expect we found a fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we're almost out of free action of conversation, and we're about to be into combat.
We're just standing there.
Is everybody where they want to be?
Yeah.
Sure, I want to do mage armor.
Okay. I'll count that as a free. I'll count that before we start initiatives.
Yeah, I should probably do that
In
too.
theory, that's something I would do when I
Yeah.
get up every morning.
That's why I'm like, we'll just allow it. I'm being a judge on any TV show. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Alright, well.
Thias is no longer wearing the mask, but he still just has the cloak one over top of everything.
Goo boy.
He's got the hood up.
Mm-hmm.
Emo goo boy.
Sad goo. Alright. So that's a 20 for Austin. No. 10.
10.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
10 for Mouser.
12 for Thias, 15 for Dongo.
12 for Marlo.
I assume this is initiative.
Yeah.
18 for me.
18. And then we said 12 for both Thias and Marlo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the higher initiative modifier?
We're both plus
Well,
2.
I have -2 to everything right now.
That's true.
So.
Ah, well then, yeah, we'll go Thias. Alright, so... Let's see, it's a watch soldier... Sorry, I'm getting everything put together. So y'all are aligning with the watch in this case? For this
Don't
particular...
know anymore.
I
Yeah.
don't either.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, okay.
I'm rolling a turn order.
So-
I'll see who someone before me attacks first.
Basically, you're sent here to close the place, right? So obviously, what you've walked into is they tried to close the establishment, and obviously they said no.
But I don't want people to die.
Yeah, but
I
also
don't either.
fuck the watch and fuck Duke Silvershield.
Yeah, mood.
Oh, okay.
It's very interesting what's going on here. Okay, here we go. I got the turn orders for y'all. Alright. I think we're all set then. So, up first is Navy L.
Oh, I don't want to be first. I don't even fucking know. This is just.
You're like, fuck the police, but also, what happened here?
I am the police.
Well. What if I just throw a gay smoke bomb at this group of people?
Yeah. I know I wrote down. I know I wrote down what they do, but
I don't even know what the fucking like range of it spreading out would be either.
We'll make it. Trying to think what's reasonable. Probably a 15-foot radius. That seems right.
How long does it stay on the field?
I think it just acts immediately. It's one of those cases where it just immediately happens. So there's no like, and then it lasts for. Here it is. Alright, well, where is it?
Well, because I mean it to be like an obstruction more than anything.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you want it to like be in the way.
Nobody's allowed to see.
Where did I put? Where did I put it?
No idea.
Chat. I know it's in.
I have no clue.
I know it's in the chat somewhere. That's the fireworks. We're not worried about the fireworks. Was that in just our DMs, probably?
Maybe, I don't know.
Anyways, I'll say it lasts for. I'll give it a minute, so 10 rounds. That's
Cool.
how that stuff usually lasts, anyways.
Is there anywhere I can like crouch down and not be seen?
There's some tables and stuff and chairs that you could probably try to get behind.
Because I think that counts as just a bonus action trying to hide, right?
Yeah.
Because I figure throwing the bomb is an action, so...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to duck behind something, which I assume I need stealth for.
Yep.
13.
Alright. You're hiding behind some stuff.
Cool. Next!
Yep. So next is the first City Watch guy.
Oh, you gotta put the thing on there to show where the fucking smoke is settling.
Oh, yeah. If only I can make a rainbow.
Alright. You also said it had an effect, but I'm not nearly as worried about that since
Yeah,
they
I'm trying
meant to
to-
be smoke bombs originally.
So where are you putting it? In the middle?
Yeah.
So, like, kind of, let's see. I said 15, so that'd be 5, 10, 15, so. Kind of like that, more or less.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You also can throw them down. You just do the draw tool.
Well, you said 15-foot radius, and I was like, I don't...
That would be a 3x3. Alright. So watch one. He goes in to go ahead and just swing at this guy right here. So that's a 14 on the roll with his weapon. Which will... find their sheet. Okay, yeah. That will hit. For... 10 whole damage. They are bleeding.
Damn.
Watch 2 is up next. And he will do the same thing towards crew member 2. Woo! 19 on the die. 10 damage as well. So, crew member 2 is also bleeding. Watch soldier 3 with disadvantage because of the cloud. He's gonna try to get crew member 3. Any nat 1s. So you saved crew member 3 from bleeding. Let's see. Watch member 4 with disadvantage as well, because he's swinging into the cloud. Only a 2 on the die, so also misses. Dongo!
Ongo's gonna look at Thias inquisitively, see Thias shrug, and then he's just gonna run inside, and pee on this guy's leg.
On the watch member?
Yeah, watch 4.
Alright. He's like, hey, what the... Alright, crew member 1. It's time for him to strike back. He will, in fact, hit. But only for 3 damage, so... when you came in, all the watch members had taken 5 damage already, so... he has now taken 8 total. It is now Thias' turn.
Thias is... I'm gonna take a few steps inside. Damn. I guess I'm gonna be the first one to make a decision then. I thought with the 12 that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah, it turns out a lot of people didn't roll too high.
Even Corkscrew and Navy L.
Oh,
I
Navy L was
first.
at the top.
I just threw a smoke bomb.
I mean, sorry,
and it
I
hit.
meant Corkscrew and Fadel.
Fadel only got an 8 and Corkscrew got a 3.
Damn. What's the minor illusion size? Is it 5 foot?
Checking for you right now. Yeah, so the range is 30 feet, and then the area of the effect is 5 feet.
Okay. I'm going to use minor illusion to create a large 5-foot rat. Like right here in the middle, I guess I will. A nice rat right there. To kind of scare everyone out of fighting and be concerned about the massive rat that is now inside.
Right. Let me get you a rat. There you go.
Awesome.
That's where, yeah. Let me see who's affected by that.
Stepped away for 2 seconds and now there's a rat on the screen.
There's a rat!
Yeah, I use minor illusion to distract everyone with a 5-foot rat.
Oh!
Let's see, so intelligence checks.
And my spell save DC is 13.
Yeah. I was gonna ask once I felt that I needed to. The first guy
Damn,
failed.
Everyone's rolling that.
Yeah, the first guy failed, second guy failed. Third guy failed. Fourth guy failed. Crew member 1 failed. Crew member 2 failed. Crew member 3. Watch soldier 5 did not fail. Watch soldier 6 failed. Crew member 4 failed. Crew member 5 failed. Crew member 6 did not. They got a nat 20. So
one person on each side didn't fail. Everyone else did.
Yep.
Nice.
So I said watch soldier 5 and crew member 6.
Yeah.
I'll give it until their turns before they call it out.
Yeah.
For their team, respectively. Anything else Thias wanted to do?
Nope.
Oh, I did find what I think we said it does. I think it does the charm person stuff, right? I did find that. I will pin that actually. Let's see. When you cast a spell, choose one humanoid within range that can see and hear you, and that can understand you. The creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While the creature is charmed, in this way it undertakes it to perform any service or activities you ask of it in a friendly manner to the best of its ability. You can set the creature a new task when okay. So I'd say if you want, Naviel, you can have these 3 charmed if they fail on their turn on their I said wisdom saving throw.
Hell yeah. Oh, did you finally find it?
Yeah, I pinned it.
What does charm do again? I didn't.
Let you order them to do stuff essentially, and basically one task at a time though. And they
Can I just tell them to leave?
You could if they all fail their. So let's see. I think they all failed it. I don't know what your. Let me see what your DC is. It's a 12. So yeah, I think all but the first guy failed it. So the. Hold on, let me re-roll it because I was not paying attention. That time they all failed. Okay. So whether or not somebody failed or not, they all failed now. So if you want, since we didn't get to do that last time, and nobody injured each other on that first round, if you want to order them now, so on their next turn they just leave. If that's
Yeah,
your plan.
get out.
Okay, so yeah, it has to be done in a friendly manner though.
Hey, please leave.
There we go. Okay. We'll count it. Yeah, if the service or activity might cause harm to the creature, or if it conflicts with the creature's normal activities and desires, the creature can make another wisdom saving throw to try to end the effect. So, Watch Guy can at least try again, because he's got orders to arrest these guys. He nat one. So, he will in fact be leaving on his next turn.
Goodbye.
So long, farewell. Alright, so that was Thias, now we're on Marlowe.
Alright. I guess we're just like confusing them right now, huh?
That seems to be the goal at the moment.
I don't have a lot of spells for that, but what I can do is what is this, the mast? Or is this like a barrel?
That is a
This
barrel.
thing that I'm circling. That's a barrel?
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge on it.
Oh boy.
Big.
So now they're
It'll
basically...
like knock all these guys back and be like, whoa, that's a big barrel. Maybe we should stop fighting.
into the table.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of a fight. You just throw a barrel in there. That's really all I know to do right now.
Okay.
I kind of like where I'm standing.
Alright, Mouser, you're up.
Very productive fight so far. Good job, everyone. Well, I'm gonna follow in the theme, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh shit, is that a rat?" And then I'm gonna shoot one time at it, and I'm gonna miss.
Well,
Is it real?
give me... So you're trying to actively miss?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. This is a weird situation where...
Well, does it matter if I hit it? What happens if I hit it? It's an illusion. Does it go away?
No, but people might notice.
It'll just like go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But give me...
What do I roll to shoot to miss?
Give me an attack roll with advantage.
What?
Give me an attack roll with advantage, because in this case you're trying to miss. So to give you a disadvantage, I'd have to give you an advantage.
But I'm not aiming at it. I guess I'm confused.
You know what? Give me an attack roll with disadvantage, and if you fail the
Okay.
roll, then that means that you hit it.
Okay, I think that's more reasonable.
I mean, it was the same idea, just backwards.
19. 17.
Okay, so I will say that you two managed to miss. You managed to miss on purpose.
That's it.
Remember, two is gonna slash at watch 2. Damn. And he hits for 8 damage. Watch member 2 is bleeding. So is watch 1. The watch are getting their asses kicked, I think. If you're trying to decide based on who's winning, which way you want to go. How you gonna third party this? I need Matt's Fortnite skills clicking.
Gonna crank 90s around them.
Crew member 3 is gonna try to run away because he was told to flee. 10. Are any of you guys gonna stop him?
No?
15, 20, 25, 30. Time to leave. 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'll say he's out of there. See. So that was crew member 3. It is now Fayedel's turn. Who's like, okay, so what can I do? This is an interesting situation where she's normally there to be your DPS, but it seems nobody wants to do damage this fight.
We're all very indecisive with this one.
Let's see. I'm gonna go odds, crew, evens, watch that she attacks. I rolled a 2, so the watch. Which, hey, luckily there's a watch guy right in front of her. What do you know? She's gonna hit him for 13 damage, killing him. So she's killed a cop now. Just so we're clear. And she's associated with you guys. She does have another attack. So I'm gonna see if she continues to go for just the City Watch, or if she goes after them as well, because y'all were told to clear these guys out as well. She's gonna go for the Watch still.
Okay, well, thanks for making that choice for us.
Yep. Now we can actually end the fight. That probably would have ended 10 minutes ago if we actually fought.
20. She's gonna hit again. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She does 12 more damage, killing watch number 1. Alright. That was Fayadale. Watch soldier number 5 is by crew member number 5, even though that barrel was there. Didn't keep him separated from one of the guys he's swinging at. He missed, though. I think. Hold on. He might have actually made that. Barely. No, he missed. Alright, and then crew member... No. Watch Soldier 6 is going to swing at crew member 6. And hit. For... 8 damage. That crew member is in fact bleeding. Alright. And then crew member 4 is going to follow the orders to leave. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's out of there. Alright. And then crew member 5 is going to swing back at the watch soldier 5. Miss. Crew member 6 does the same for watch 6. Hit. For 8 damage. Watch member 6 is now watch soldier 6 is now bleeding. Korsku. Well, he shrugs his shoulders because he realizes we are killing the police today. And goes for the watch 6 guy who's got his back turned. Also, he rages. Use a rage, buddy. He is going to hit with his battle axe. And he's going to do... I think no matter what, this guy's dead. Because he gets a +6 on his damage. 13 damage, which, yes, kills... oh. Wrong guy. Watch 6. Out of here. Alright, now we're back at the top again. Navio.
Cool. I guess I can make a decision now. I mean, I could just... This guy's not leaving, is he? No, because he's not charmed.
Nope.
I'm gonna try to shoot him. Yeah, he's pretty close, though. I could probably just move. Can't really see the squares on this. Oh,
Yeah, it's a
hello,
little...
rat.
They're a little wider than
You
normal.
just take one step closer. Oh my goodness, this is so...
Okay. So where'd you start? I'm sorry.
I was over here by the stairs.
Okay, so 1.
Eh.
Yeah. Now you're like right next to him. There you go.
And I'm gonna poke him with my rapier.
Okay.
17 to hit. That's not counting the +5.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm like, I figure he's fine. Where's my D8 thingy? What is that? Is that this one? No. I don't know which one that fucking is. Hang on. Is it this guy? Is it the double pyramid moment? I think so. Damn, max that shit out. 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 13. Woo! Hit! Oh!
Not the rat!
take everybody back up.
He's still over here if you want to go for him
Yeah, there
again.
you go.
Alright. Maybe I'll feel good about that?
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I think it is...
Oh, I can still wait. Let me see.
Oh
I
yeah,
can still...
yeah.
Boop. There you go.
Alright,
I don't know what this is. I don't know if I can actually walk down that.
you can. It would just be like double. Because you're like,
No, that's fine. That's gonna be where I stop anyway.
yeah. Because it's like elevated, essentially. Well, Watch Soldier 1 and 2 are dead. 3 is gonna run away. 9, 10, 15, 20, 35.
I'm actually gonna stop him.
Oh,
I'm not gonna let him throw. Yeah.
okay, so you can't do attack of opportunity, but by stopping him, I mean,
Yeah,
he now
yeah.
has to do double the space to get by you. So it's 5, 10, 20, 25. Is Marlowe also going to try to stop him?
I guess. I guess that's what we're doing now.
Because yeah,
Okay.
if we let a cop get away after we killed a bunch of cops, that's probably not good for
Well,
us.
is he charmed? Doesn't that mean he thinks? I guess he'll remember the stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Well, he only
one
makes
of them left immediately, so he doesn't know we killed anybody.
no. But this one,
I mean, the other two
Yeah.
that left weren't cops, so I don't care if they get away.
and then there was one watch
true.
member that got away, but he didn't. No, actually, no.
There were
None
two
of them
watch
were.
members. Two
Yeah.
watch members got away, and I don't care about them. Or no, sorry, two.
No, they were just crew members.
It was
Yeah.
two crew members got away, no watch
Oh
members.
yeah, well that's who we're trying to prevent from dying anyway. So screw this
So.
guy.
Yeah. So. All right. So. He's still within range for when the next time somebody gets a chance. It is Dongo's turn.
Um,
Oh wait, hold on. Watch 4. Sorry, Watch 4. I almost skipped to Watch 4 step. So yeah, Dongo.
Dongo's not gonna do anything.
Okay. He's like, I'm just vibing.
Yeah.
Crew member 1
Um,
kind of just nods at Fayetteville then, and starts to 5, 10, 20. Doesn't know what's up with that shit. 25, 30, and let's see, 39, 40, 35, 50, 55, 60. If nobody stops him, he can make it to next to Watch 5. Actually, he's gonna... I think he'll chase Watch 3. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He'll be 2 squares short, but if nobody stops him, he'll chase the Watch member for y'all. So that would mean Thias and Marlowe would have to let him get here.
Yeah.
Okay. If nobody's stopping him, he's gonna be on his tail. Plus that also gets a crew member out of the establishment for you when it comes time to clearing the establishment as well, because you still have to shut the place down. If you're still trying to work for Raven Guard. It is Thias' turn, though.
How high is this ledge at the stairs up to here?
I'd say it's only enough to where it's like another 5 feet.
Okay. So that'd be, and that's not what I'm gonna click on. That'd be
5,
15,
yeah.
and then 20. It is spiked chain time. 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Um, 9 damage.
He takes 9 damage. And then do I need to... Which roll... Which extra thing are you doing with it today?
Well, you have to roll... You have to do a dex save and throw, so that's DC 14.
Okay. He succeeded. I got a 15 on the die.
Okay. Well then, I'll attack again. That is 12 to hit. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 15.
15. That's meets beats. So you hit him.
Cool. 6 damage.
He is now dead. For now, yeah. I do want him around still. Oh.
Oh.
You know what? It's fine. I hope Thias remembers to actually put him into the water.
Yeah, I can do that on my... Or, technically, Dongo, all of his turn, Dongo can run down and drag him into the water.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have Dongo put him into the water.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for Thias? I think that's it.
Nope.
Okay. Marlo, you're up.
I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on the other one that's trying to leave. Oh wait, no, that's the crew member. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on
I think there's just one watch guy left.
yeah, that guy.
Yep. Okay.
Make a wisdom saving throw to beat 16. Does my save DC get affected by exhaustion? I didn't see that on the thing.
I didn't see that either.
Okay. And to beat 16.
I think it would be the other way around. So, like, if you had to do a save, then it would be a problem. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Let's see. Is that a 16?
Yes.
I think he did not make it. Yeah, he did not make that.
What a shame. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong dice. Takes 8 necrotic damage.
All right. You rolled the higher one, right? Because he was already missing.
Yes.
Okay.
D12.
Yep. He is still alive.
Jeez. Well, that's what I do.
All right. It is now Mouser's turn.
Alright, I'll shoot his ass. 24 hits.
Yep.
Oops. What the hell?
Hmm.
9.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna kill him. All right, he's dead.
Good night.
Are y'all going to attempt to fight the crew members to get them out of here, or try to? Because they are not leaving.
They're not
I mean-
leaving.
I mean, we could tell them, like, listen, we're not, like, against, like, guild stuff. We just have to make sure that you go somewhere else.
Give me a persuasion.
5. 5 plus 2 minus 2.
Does anybody want to help her?
I'll do
Hey,
yeah,
intimidation.
Please?
Oh, I was gonna be like, look, you already have 2 different sets of people trying to shut this place down. We're gonna let you leave here. You can go set up somewhere else. You just can't be here.
No, I want to do intimidation. I
no,
point.
I don't. I agree. I was gonna say the same thing as Naviel, except I'm not even inside, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
I point at the pile of ashes that was formerly a watch member, and I say, "Do you want to end up like this too?"
okay. Who has? I guess it sounds like we don't want Marlo to roll with advantage. So does somebody else want to roll?
What do you mean? It sounds like we don't want Marlo to roll with
She has a
advantage.
-2 on all her
Because I'm
rolls.
exhausted.
What is
So-
this, persuasion?
Yeah, for yours it is. Yes. Mouser did not
Fuck,
go
I
that
rolled an
route.
8.
Oh, you rolled an
I've
8.
got-
Well, Mouser, go ahead
I've
and
got
roll
plus
yours.
1. 18.
Okay. After a lot of conversation and debate over it, they finally just go, "Okay, fine, we'll leave."
We'll just
Yes!
say that, we'll just tell them that, oh shit, they got out, they killed the people and got away.
Well, also, he didn't say you had to arrest any of them.
No, but like, I think dead, watch
our
members
story,
is gonna
yeah.
be a bit of an issue.
That's our story. The watch members were there. We showed up.
Nobody
cleared
else
them
was
out.
here, so we just slapped the thing on the door.
Yep. Time. Oh, nope. Don't do that. I almost did the erase all lines. Just want that gone. And that. Okay. So that's gonna be it actually for today. We are out of time. But yeah, y'all got a lot done. You have done a job now for the guild. You've done a job for the Flaming Fist now. So it seems that y'all have made a uncaring situation with the Watch in terms of like y'all aren't really enemies, but y'all definitely don't like them.
Yeah, we're enemies, but the watch doesn't know that.
Yeah. Mainly because you don't like Silver Shield.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens next time and how this power grab is gonna work, because it seems you're playing a little bit of both sides-isms right now with who you're working for, and we'll see if that has to come to a head at some point. But that's it for this time. So thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and if you really like our content, check out the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our Discord, which is also linked down below, so you can become a part of our community and hang out with us when we do stuff like this. Anybody got anything to promote?
Nope.
OU sucks.
Anything going on with Goblin Conspiracy, or kind of on break?
We're trying to figure out when we're playing next.
Okay.
Schedules have been a disaster.
All right, well, Goblin Conspiracy's on break, but hey, you can
They
still...
exist.
Yeah, they still exist. They're over on Twitch. They're great. It's more D&D content. They're currently doing Ravenloft, I think, at the moment, as kind of a in-between thing. Right? That's my understanding. And
I
then...
heard half of that.
Oh, I said you're doing Ravenloft as kind of an in-between thing right now, and then...
Yeah. It's kind of
Okay.
like a prequel, but you know.
Yeah, until we go back to you DMing.
Yeah.
Alright, well, yeah, and honestly, it's been pretty fun listening to their version of Ravenloft as we're doing our own. So it's been interesting comparing. And I do love the DM that y'all have for it.
Yeah.
But that's it. Everybody have a good night. Thank you all for watching. Bye!